Yeah. Wait, who is that?
Him.
Oh, you sounded like Curtis for a second. I was like, what the fuck? What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
What are you doing?
Okay, let's see here. Do the tweet. Alright, people should be trickling in here pretty quickly. This fucking stream thumbnail is so funny to me for some reason. This is gonna be what I do from now on. Like, all of my stream thumbnails are gonna be like fucking like shonen anime. Ever since I started it all with the fucking Evangelion one in Dark Souls.
Everyone's back.
Gumgurgoo is back. Braddock, snake in my yard.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, holy shit, that number got big fast.
We'll be back. In this bitch. We were social for a few hours. I had my gator time, which was very valuable for my mental health.
See, the thing about these randomizer runs is that once you start them, you've got to fucking go for gold, because you will just forget like everything. Like, once you've like established the timeline.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be sitting like, man, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, because if you forget, like, I mean, right now, we're caught up on Skulltulas, and we're caught up on the other thing, grottos. So there actually isn't very much room for us to have forgotten something. What does going hog nuts even mean? What do you mean?
Facetious Bean has been subscribed for 2 months at tier 1.
Ooh,
Thank you very much.
nice.
Appreciate it very much.
I really need to like add some type of a thing for long-term subscribers, like a funny little emote that like changes over time or something.
Hey Tim, what happened to the stream yesterday? You were only live for like 30 seconds.
I don't think that was the case. I think he was there for most of it.
No. I had my own stream. I tried streaming Skyrim just for fun, like because I'm playing it again. I tried streaming it just for fun, only to find out about 30 seconds in that OBS doesn't want to see Skyrim. And at the time, I didn't know that the fix was to use
A different capture method, yeah.
Yeah, a different capture method through OBS. So instead of, because lately I've been like really tired and kind of like not very motivated. I ran into the one roadblock and then immediately decided I wasn't going to stream and I was just going to play by myself.
Oh god.
So that's what happened yesterday. Was a mild setback that immediately made me decide I didn't feel like going through all the effort.
I'm assuming I probably already got the Skulltula in here.
But now I know what the problem is, so the next time I feel like I have the energy to stream something and OBS doesn't want to pick it up with the game capture method, I know to just do a different
Enemies
capture
that
method.
freeze you should be illegal.
It'll like work out.
I think that's why every game is transitioned. I don't know if you've noticed this, chat, but every game that has frost damage now it's an amplifier that makes you take more damage instead of being a crowd control effect. Like, pretty much across the board for most games.
That's not true. Skyrim, no, sorry. Destiny 2 introduced stasis.
Yeah, look at how much of a nightmare it was to balance.
They toned it down, but it is still a crowd control method more than a damage amplifier. Tim, where do I follow you? Follow me at... Here, give me a second. Let me just type it out.
Wait, hold up, fam. Am I at the end of this dungeon already? This doesn't seem right. If I get the dungeon map in the final chest again, I'm going to lose my brain stem out of my brain.
That right there is the Kimokai Smith. That is the YouTube channel because that's just my name.
If this is a dungeon map, you guys are gonna witness a riot.
I am making the very brave choice of making my yeah, Jacob, you're not showing gameplay.
Why didn't you guys tell me that faster?
We're still looking at the thumbnail. Well, I mean, Snake did tell you. Yeah, I've made the brave decision of my YouTube channel literally just being my name and my face. It's not my legal name, but it is a name that I was given when I was born.
For the record, it was a dungeon map. Okay, so we have cleared the ice cavern completely already, which I did not anticipate that happening so quickly. I don't think we got any big items out of there. The blue fire might help us, though, maybe, potentially.
For people who are curious about when I do stream, I try to hold myself to a schedule, but I've yet to have a single week where I actually stick with it. I try to stream twice a week on average, and
Get this fucking cursor out of here.
the days that I do it are usually honestly the weekend, but I'm trying to aim to do it on Mondays and Wednesdays. But the simple fact of the matter is that because it's summer and during summer my job gets like unreasonably busy, means that I won't actually have a good reliable streaming schedule until we enter the fall again.
For some reason, playing Ocarina of Time always wants to make me get back into game development.
So, yeah, expect my streams to be really inconsistent until the weather starts getting shitty.
I need to like look up some guides and practice how to make like authentic looking low poly models, because like low poly models are just easy to like make in Blender or whatever, but there's like techniques that 3D modelers used to use to make models look the way they do in games like this, and like you won't get the look if you're not, because back in the day the technology was so much weaker that they had to like be very efficient, whereas like now you can just like go and make low poly shit and it'll run and be fine. But, like, the things that they had to do to make it efficient give it, like, a very specific type of, like, vibe and look.
What is the next stream going to be, Tim? Is it time to feel simple and clean yet? It may well be. One of my good buddies, Logan, really knows that I love Kingdom Hearts, and Logan wants to understand what the big deal is, but they don't have access to playing it themselves.
I can guarantee you right now, drunk Logan is going to love Kingdom Hearts.
So I'm going to very soon start streaming. Very soon, I think I'm going to start streaming Kingdom Hearts. I was going to start streaming God of War with my wife, because my wife is a Nordic priestess, like an actual real-life Nordic priestess. So I was going to stream God of War with her, but the simple fact of the matter is that she is not reliable as a streaming partner. So I'm going to have to wait until I have shitty weather and I have, like, a better schedule so I can just, like, bully her into showing up.
Fuck. I couldn't remember if there was a chat. Get me out of here.
So the God of War stream is getting delayed, and I'm probably going to start Kingdom Hearts soon.
I don't really know what I would do plot-wise for a game. I'm usually more of a gameplay, like, concept guy than a plot guy. Typically...
I think if we were going to do plot stuff, Jacob would do the thing, and then I would write the plot for him.
So I think one of the ideas that I had that I was working on for a while in Unity was I basically wanted to do like a game that was a hybridization of like a 2D Zelda and Pikmin, where you played as like a necromancer and you had a bunch of skeletons, and the skeletons like you played as a gravedigger and you had little skeletons, and the skeletons like had different things that they could do to help you like solve puzzles and shit. And I had a whole like way that I was going to do it mapped out. I'm sure I still have like the development document earlier. And I was working on it in Unity, and I had like some interesting stuff prototyped. Like I had it to where you could have like a gigantic horde of little skeletons. I had the gravedigger guy modeled. Yeah, the skeletons were very like cute low poly skeletons. It was very much like Pikmin but skeletons. Does this guy give me an item for thawing him out? I think he does. Talk to me, coward. What in the fuck? Do you only talk to him from down here? Yeah.
I have a couple of different games I think would be fun to come up with. Would be fun.
Ooh,
to
baby!
plot
That's
for.
exactly what we want right there. We're about to clear the Shadow Nipple, boys.
I'm less of a gameplay guy, or less of a gameplay details guy than Jacob is. I'm a bit more concept art and story dude.
I also wanted to do like a Souls clone where you played as scarecrows, and I did a shitload of like prototyping on that too.
Oh, I actually do know something that would be very fun as far as like a high concept game goes. I would want to do a Souls game, but instead of playing the little guy trying to kill the big boss, you play as the big boss defending yourself from little guys. It would be like a horde, it would be like a survival streak type of game. It wouldn't have a very detailed story, I don't think.
Ooh, I got too excited and did this without checking the shop in Zora's Domain, but I think the adult shop and the child shop are the same.
It would be a lot, it would be really like
It
high
might not be,
concept
though,
type
fuck.
shit.
If I get stuck again, I'll check the Zora shop. I bet you were going to be on a good roll now, though. Hello, fart mother. So you have returned and insisted once again on making me say that name.
Yep. I think the other game I would really love to play would be a fantasy game where you play in a world where darkness is legitimately dangerous, and it's where all like the monsters and shit hide, and you play as a member of a kind of like public service / cult, where what you do is you maintain the public roads and make sure that like sorceress lamps that keep travelers safe at night are like being constantly lit. So you just have to deal with this unending like stream of, you know, denizens of the night bullshit while trying to do like a public service.
Oh man, that would be really fun. You had to like maintain like Astroneer style like light posts.
Yeah.
Shit, did this stream just go down? Hold on. Hold up. Are we good here? Huh,
Is
we are
everyone
good.
okay?
Weird. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would be a really fun fantasy game where you play like I don't even know what to call them. I'm tempted to use the term Night Watch, but I feel like that's just a bit too generic.
Yeah. You definitely
like,
need some kind of like you could do a really cool like sort of low poly like gothic vibe.
Yeah,
that.
like it would be like a semi-horror kind of game where like sometimes the scenarios you have to deal with are horror oriented.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you have to deal with just like
Is this a dead hand?
really generic shit, like some kid got lost at night and you just have to go find him and escort him back
Yeah.
to his village to make sure that like the goblins and the grumpkins of the night don't get him.
What if I said fuck off, bat?
But basically, like, you're trying to... It's like a points of light setting, and the entire point is that you're, like, one of the damned souls whose whole object is to try and make sure that, like, people can just go safely from one point in the map to another.
Hell yeah, we got the chest boost. Some of these little offshoots in the Shadow Temple have secret chests in them, and you really gotta fucking keep an eye out or you'll get goofed. From this point forward, I'm almost positive this run is just gonna fall together, though. The next big one would be the Megaton Hammer. That would be huge. Or either of the Tunics. Either of the Tunics or Megaton Tower, or Megaton Hammer would both be big. I gotta be really fucking careful to make sure that I'm getting everything in these little offshoot
Because
rooms.
we're busy people, Inigo. That's why I run everywhere.
Okay, so...
I would also want to come
Right
up with a
there?
really
Is that the
good
only
sword
one?
fighting game, to be honest. Like
A really good what?
physics-based sword fight, like a
Oh,
physics-based
yeah, like-
sword fighting game.
Some real, like, Hellish Court style shit.
Right, but I think I would just do. I think I would just get ambitious and do the like Goblin Slayer like physics-based dungeoneering game.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be sick.
That would be. It would just be like an unapologetic, like, no, guys, it's like a normal ass like pseudo old school Dungeons and Dragons isekai, except it's physics based. That's the gimmick. Like, I would be unapologetic about it.
Yeah, I feel like. Can I like really not jump attack this guy? It's so long. More games should just like not give a shit about just like blatantly doing a genre. Like fucking Demon Turf is just like, I'm a 3D platformer. I'm not doing anything original. I'm just doing the thing that I am really good.
Yeah.
Also, more games need to just like smash genres together, I think.
It'd be super cool, yeah. I think another game I would want to do would basically be like a mouse guard type game. Where like it's like a survival, it's like a survival combat game. Like, you're trying to survive, you're trying to, you know, be like a mouse, like surviving in the dead of winter, but then every now and again you have to like kill an owl or something to like keep your local like den safe.
Oh, it's like Skyrim, but owls come down instead of dragons.
I mean, honestly, kind of, yeah.
Queen of Rome, that is the dead hand. One of the best enemies in fucking Zelda that's never come back since this game. They didn't even put it in Majora's Mask, which is like the darkest Zelda. They didn't put the darkest enemy in the darkest Zelda for some reason. Oh, what is this? Oh, big quiver. Well, that just topped off my arrows. That's nice.
It's a kazoo. Yeah, now that you say it, I would basically just do. I would love to do a game that's just Skyrim but mouse guard, or like Redwall or something.
I just need to fucking. The only thing that really is stopping me from like getting a game together is that like I need to buckle down and learn some of the more like kind of boring technical stuff about like how do you make a menu? How do you like fucking, you know, do like loading and saving? How do you like that kind of stuff? Because when it comes to like game mechanics and the art, I feel like pretty much anybody can like get that together, but like the technical shit is where a lot of people eat shit.
Yeah. If I had the money and the free time and the skill, another game that I would make is I would just make a really good Star Wars shooter on like the Doom engine.
Wait, hang on. Who just said who hasn't made a good game yet? I missed what the take was.
Gumgurgoo said, warning, hot take. I think more games need to be good.
Damn. Brave. Powerful and brave.
And Fart Mother said the problem is they haven't made a good game yet. They being, I'm guessing, everyone. Which is very funny considering...
Like, the rise, it seems like the rise in, like, itch.com, like, fucking...
Ooh,
like
Horned
the
Beetle.
low poly sort of, like, resurrection. Can I blow these up? I think I might be able to.
Horned Beetle, I have something for you then, actually. Horned Beetle says, I want the Fallout 4 power armor combat, but actually good, and then just have that be the entire game, the whole focus being the armor.
Yeah, that does sound based.
Play a game called Exocore. EXOCORPS. I'm being completely serious.
Yeah, I can one-shot these guys with the fucking magic attack Big Goron Sword. That's what I thought. You've never seen power like this, Gibdo.
I low-key think you could take the bones of Bioshock 2 and just fix some shit and get that. Bioshock 2 is a very good game, actually. It's very fun to play.
Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking with Bioshock 3. They really just kind of, like, went crazy with that one. They really got nutty with it for the third game. Do I really not have any Shadow Temple keys? That can't be right. Wow, I did not expect that. I thought we had at least a couple.
This Dragon Bridge? I think this is Dragon Bridge. It's the most obviously Dragon Bridge looking thing I've ever seen. Yeah, it's Dragon Bridge. Looking at Exocore, I'm imagining something a bit more grounded and less zippy. Oh, well, whoops. My bad. Exocore is definitely very good, though. You should give it a try.
I think there's like a fucking trick in here somewhere that will get me killed.
Yeah, no, if you want something that's a bit more grounded, Exocore is probably not for you then, unfortunately. Unless, I mean, you can play Exocore in a very grounded way, because if you fly around and basically do all the, like, jetpack, like, Starship Trooper shit, that makes you incredibly visible on enemy, like, radar and sensors, and they're very likely to attack you, and you can't see them. But the thing about that is that if you stay low and slow, then you very often end up being hidden off of their radar,
So
and that gives you an opportunity to hit something else first.
I almost want to drop down here. Oh, I can climb up this. That's right.
So,
Okay,
like,
this is
playing low and slow on Exocore is actually, like, a legitimate way to play the game.
I think there's...
Titanfall is very fun. It is also, unfortunately, completely dead, unless you are playing on the North Star servers.
I've had a couple of ideas for, like... One thing that I think would be fun to do is just make, like a roguelike, basically, and just, like, practice my programming and not really worry about, like, the art looking good or any of that stuff. Just do, like, a fucking... a very basic, like, RPG roguelike.
I feel like a lot of my game ideas are really boring, actually. I think the only one I came up with that's kind of unique at all is the roadway lamp tender boys.
What about me? What's going on?
Otherwise, WB, Jacob, I don't know what WB means.
What about? Are you talking about Titanfall? I've never played Titanfall in my life. I'm not a big, like, modern first-person shooter guy. Most of the first-person shooters that I play are boomer shooters.
Oh, welcome back. Oh, Unfunny Lad basically just showed up and said welcome back.
Oh, I thought that was somebody who's already in the chat. I'm fucking stupid.
No, hi, Unfunny Lad. I also took a second.
Well, I just fell. Good. Excellent. Okay, I need to fucking collect myself here. So we, surprisingly, did not have any Shadow Temple keys, which is strange. Oh, I forgot that I could warp out of here. So, do I want to? No, because I want to go back to Zora's Domain, and we're already in Kakariko. Wait, hang on. That'll take me back faster, though.
Why are you guys going to Sun? Okay, there you go. You're finally turning around.
Fucking Christ. Nope, can't remember it. Too dumb. Brain stupid.
Door stuck! Door stuck!
There we go.
God damn it, guys. I love just walking around Skyrim. I didn't really... Like, this game is so nostalgic for me anytime I plug it back in, you know what I mean?
Okay, so let's go thaw out. Trying to remember if there's any other frozen shit you can thaw out. I think it's just the king and the shop. But I can never remember if the shop is different when you're an adult. I don't think it is. I know I've done this lady's bullshit. Somebody just give me the wallet. Give me the wallet progression, please. Somebody help. Does anybody know what item triggers the Saria's song drop? I think it's Kokiri Emerald. Are there any big fucking Zelda speedrun heads in here? I wish Kalen was here, he would know. Wait, F Extra Life is a Twitch channel? I thought that was just a wiki. Did a guy, like, found... Dude, speedrunning is absurdly difficult. There's, like, nothing in fucking gaming harder than speedruns. Okay, so I have a 1-frame window to get this. Yep, there it is. Okay. It's like,
And if I miss this, I have to redo the whole 20 minutes of optimal gameplay that got me to this point.
Yeah, it was absurd. What else can I do? Okay, there's that one Skulltula that I can get with Din's Fire. So I'll probably have to do that after this, after the shop.
My dad always said I had 12 speeds of slow. Well, it's not a nice thing for a dad to say.
That is such a dad thing to say, though.
It's not a nice thing for a dad to say to his kid at all. My dad would never say that to me.
Oh, fuck. This game really gets wild with the camera angles sometimes, like in the cutscenes. Like that last one. It's like, what if we did cinematography in fucking 1998 in a video game? Like, what? What are you talking about, Nintendo?
It was always about sports. I'm a big dude. I guess. Still, it's just kind of a weird thing to say to your kid.
Sports. Yeah, this shop is the same as an adult, unfortunately. Oh, there's one of my Shadow Temple keys. Mystery solved. I kind of want to try for these torches again. I don't think the big torch is lit. Yeah, okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Oh wait, there it is. But then again, why would I have to? Okay, I've got a plan here.
With rare exceptions, sports were just never really my thing much in the first place, but like, my dad was always really understanding about that, and he never forced me into anything. What he did do, though, was that the moment that there was a sport that I was interested in and invested in, he got really into it as well, so that we would have something to talk about, because he was really into the fact that I was finally into a sport.
Okay, so the torches are... I don't even remember if you get anything for this. We're about to find out, though. 1, 2... Wait, is there only 2? I thought there was 3 here.
Always nice to have parents that are just super supportive. It's really wild to me that anyone could even bother trying to have a kid if they're not, like, prepared.
I guess there is only 2. Okay, there's no way I'm gonna get something for this, but I'll try.
Like, every now and again I'll hear about parents who are just, like people who just ended up being bad parents, and, like, the only thing that goes through my mind is, it's like, why'd you fucking bother?
Yeah. Some people just kind of, like, are like, well, here I go.
Time to do the thing that's expected.
Fuck, I don't remember how this one goes either. There we go. Get me out of here. Now that I have Din's Fire, I can do exactly one other thing that I can think of.
Honestly, I think a lot of people fall into it. A lot of people probably do just kind of fall into it. It's something that just kind of happens to them. They don't really have much of a choice in the matter.
I think a lot of people get, like, talked into having it, too. Where it's like, one person won't really want kids, and one person will really want kids, and then they're like, oh, well, I'll see. And they end up just being miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah, my ass is definitely not gonna have kids. I can tell you that much. Oh, but Jacob, you'll change your mind when you're older. Like, motherfucker, I'm 30. Like, what do you mean? When?
Well, you're also kind of covered because you have a whole lot of people in your life who...
Yeah, my sister's pregnant right now. Amanda wants to have kids. Fucking Curtis and Emma will probably have kids if they stay together. Justin wants to have kids eventually, and him and Heather are about to buy a house, so...
Like, you've got a whole bunch of people who are more than willing to just have you be an uncle.
Yeah.
So you don't really, like, need to have kids anyway.
Whenever I meet somebody, if it's like a millennial or Gen Z, who's like, yeah, I want to have kids in like my late 20s, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Look me in my eyes and explain to me what is wrong with you. This grotto that I'm about to do is the last one until we get to the Desert Colossus. So let's hope there's a spicy item in it.
I don't know what my life's going to be like in the future. I'm not going to think that far into it, though. That's probably a good thing. At a certain point, you should start thinking about it. But, like, it's definitely not something you, like, fucking need to do.
Everybody should probably learn a little bit of finance stuff, though. Because that's really useful. Like, the fact that I haven't invested any of my savings is very dumb. I need to get on that. I was kind of waiting to see whether or not I would, like, invest some or do a down payment on a house. I still might do a down payment on a house, depending on scenarios. Because you can, if you don't, especially if you don't have kids, if you're, like, financially literate, you can stretch your money out a lot farther than a lot of other people. I forget. I think this was a bomb hole, right? Ooh, wait, I can check for the fucking Skulltula over here, since it's nighttime. I didn't make it fast enough last time. Oh, God.
No, kids are expensive, dude. Kids are one of those choices that you, like, you're going to spend your whole life dealing with that choice for good or ill.
Oh, let's go. Oh my God, the boomerang is 2 hits. Why? Okay, we got him. Oh, it's a fucking Troy Force pace. Just give me the Megaton Hammer. Just give me the goddamn Megaton Hammer, dude. I have so many Fire Temple keys. You're killing me. I'm dying right now. Actually, I don't have the Fire Tunic yet either. But if I had the Megaton Hammer, I could also finish the Gerudo dungeon, I think. Which, by the way, I have a key for that.
Confucius once said, fuck them kids.
All of the great thinkers agree. Alright, boys. Give me the old fire spell. The magic in this game is so dramatic. Too bad I don't have Cow Shuffle on. I'd get 2 items in here. Ooh, what is that? That's good. Okay. Fuck. I think there's a chest in the water temple we can get now. Well, it won't be considered in the logic, though, because we don't have the tunic yet. I'm trying to think if there's any items we can get with that. That's important for the forest temple, for sure. Okay, what do we got here? I think the Gerudo Fortress deserves another look. There it was, goddamn. Yeah, especially since in Zelda games, Link is never really like a mage. So they kind of got to make the magic look like wacky and difficult. Because that's not really his archetype. His archetype is like guy with a sword and a rope. Speaking of ropes, there's a dude that I follow on Twitter that's developing like a fucking... a fucking... what is that game? Like a Death Stranding clone with like realistic rope physics. And it looks fucking awesome. Can I gate anywhere? It's no. I can't. I honestly think that we're pretty close. Okay. So, we've got 30 Triforce pieces. Basically, in 50 Skulltulas. So I think there's only like 20 Skulltulas left at this point, and I think most of them are in dungeons. So I don't really think we need to do very much like Skulltula searching at this point. I think there might be a couple of nighttime ones in Kakariko as an adult, and maybe in Lon Lon Ranch as an adult, but I think we've got all of them for the most part. Yeah, I'm always talking about shooting ropes. Eating celery and zinc to increase my ropage. Real incel forum shit. Women like it when you have a thick, viscous seed. Evo Psych guy reasons. Oh yes, a fertile male. I would love to, like... I feel like evolutionary psychology, there's no way that its reputation in, like, real academia is bad as its reputation sort of, like, outside of academia. Like, I have to imagine that real evolutionary psychologists are making, like, good backed-up points in the papers they publish. Like, that's gotta be the case, right? The ones that get famous are just freaks because they want to get famous, I would imagine.
To get the Sam Raimi Spider-Man level of rope. Pulsing chunks? That's a fucking cursed statement.
Yeah, I don't know if it should be like that. That sounds like a hydration problem. Can I go into this tent? Is there gonna be a thing in here?
One of the mods that I installed had me run into a band of like generic adventurers who were like, we're gonna go kill this evil in this cave that we've barely heard anything about but rumors. Do you want to join us? And one of the things you can say is like, oh yeah, randomly going and killing horrors I've only considered in rumor is one of my favorite things. Like, it's sarcastic, so my expectation was that it was gonna be like turned around on me.
I think racing that guy might be an item. I can't remember if that's an item or if that's part of the mask quest. I think it's an item, though. I should do that on the way out. Ooh, I was right. There is one back here. Let's fucking go.
I thought it was going to be, like, turned around in my head, and they were going to, like, turn on me or something, and it turns out that, like, oh, they were the evil. But, like...
Ooh, heart container.
No, they're just, we get there, and it's just like a necromancer with some vampire servants, like generic fantasy adventurer, like, enemies in the cave. I've
also messed around with the idea of just making like a really unhinged text-based game, like sort of like World of Horror but worse.
That would be kind of neat, actually. Kind of the cool thing about those is that, like, with World of Horror, you basically set yourself up so that, like, if you haven't engaged enough community, they do half the fucking work for you.
Yeah, like I think it'd be fun to just have a really like just completely unhinged, like paranormal themed text-based game. That'd be
Guys,
fun.
we get it. We get it. Come. The punchline is come. You can stop now.
Do I have... Doesn't this do a transition? Oh no, this is just like a completely new area. There's got to be a Skulltula here. It seems absurd there wouldn't be. Like in one of these boxes or something.
Oh, that's the other. Jacob and I have talked about that before. That would be a cool ass game where it's Doom, but you play as like a Mayan warrior or like an Aztec warrior fighting your way out of hell.
Aztec warrior is cool, and I also like the Sumerian idea of it being Ishtar fighting her way out of the Sumerian underworld. What the fuck is that? Oh, this is the magic upgrade. Now you have twice as much magic power. Ooh, neat.
Very funny how much damage Yule does with this mod. I mean, it makes sense. It's literally like dragon fire attack, but it's still very funny.
A lot of the shouts in vanilla Skyrim are pretty underwhelming.
I much rather they be a little bit too strong than be underwhelming. Because it's like...
Like, I don't really remember using any of them except for the fucking dragon shout, like push, like the first one you get. That one is just so busted for the entire game. Being able to just, like, knock over entire groups of enemies in vanilla Skyrim is so strong. Okay, so... Man, we keep getting, like, good leads that just kind of, like, fizzle out. I think getting something out of a chest in here might set us up, though. So, first, I think we have one key for this area at least. Yeah, we've got one key. And I think if we go this way, we can get to a chest. Yeah. So let's see what this gives us. Triforce. Good. Just what I wanted. Ooh, we get 2 chests, though. Let's go. Skulltula. Okay, one more Skulltula actually would be nice, because then we can get an item from the Spider Boys.
Especially since the big ones have, like, multi-minute cooldown timers. Oh, you mean the Thumes? Yeah. If you use a really good Thume with, like, all of its words, you can be without a shout ability for quite a while. And I definitely agree. If you have something that has a cooldown potentially that long, just make it really powerful. It's a single-player game. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, definitely. It's weird how, like, Bethesda is, like, so good about that sometimes and so bad about it in other times. Like, in Fallout 3, Paralyzing Palm is so fucking just stupid broken, but, like, it's, like, funny to use. Like, being able to, like, paralyze super mutant behemoths and stuff is just funny. It's like, just let me do it. It's funny.
Gotta get that shout necklace. Oh, you mean the necklace of, the Amulet of Talos. I'm actually wearing that one right now. The one that reduces your shout cooldown by like 20%.
Ooh, here's a spot that I totally... This is why I wanted to go through here again, because I forgot about this, and we have the Song of Time now. We might be able to get the frog side quest, too, because we got 5 songs. I think they give you 1 reward for all of the white music, or for 5 of the white songs, and then 1 reward for 5 of the temple songs, but I could be wrong. This has got to be something, right? Oh, yeah, this is that weird fucking underground room that you need iron boots for. I remember this part now. I wonder if this expects me to have the tunic and the logic or not. Because this is, like, very easy to do without it. Unless you just eat shit immediately like I apparently am. God, I hate the clams. The clams are... Ocarina of Time clams are one of the worst enemies ever fucking created in a video game. They suck. Like, the opening where you have to hit them is annoying. You can only use the hook shot, which is like one of the most annoying items to use. The hitbox feels all fucked up. Just everything about an enemy that can be bad is bad with the clams. They're a weight enemy where you have to, like... It sucks. Nice. Fucking. Stop. Stop that shit off. Wait, did we get them all? What the hell? Oh, there it is. Really?
I think the realistic combat mod I have makes the giants in Skyrim even more fucked up and busted.
The giants in fucking vanilla Skyrim were so funny. Like when the game first came out and it was like buggy and they could just like send you into orbit. Very funny.
In my experience, the vast majority of mods don't touch that aspect, and actually some of them will make it like they're like
worse.
Yeah, they'll like make it worse. Because it's something that the community has just straight up decided, like, no, we like it. Like, it's funny that the giants are like mythical tier strength.
Bomb choose is like the worst result I could have gotten out of that cave, let me tell you. That ain't what we want to see, Chiefs. Right. I need to double check. Okay, first of all, I know I can get in here. Number one. I think I have to hit the torch. Yeah. This is the room where I want the hammer, because this is a chest I know that I can get. Oh, right, this is where it dead ends, because this is the hammer room. Okay. And then the other way, I think, dead ends at... the fucking... Oh, Link, you bitch. Do you think all of the literally 1984 guys have never read A Brave New World because they're like too scared of how horny the book is? And they're like, no, I don't want to read that one. It's too horny. Give me the 1984 one. It's a little bit, slightly less horny. That's the reward room, so we can't get anything else there. Even though you'd think that, like, people today, like, if you're, like, a conservative today, you'd be way more interested in Brave New World because, like, part of their message is that the world is too horny.
They gotta show you how horny it is. It's, like, required.
Yeah, so you'd think that, like, right, because a lot of like, right-wing guys are, like, degeneracy freaks. And, the Brave New World has a lot of that in it.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of them are in 1984 either.
No, definitely not.
At least not the talking head types.
Oh, that, yeah, no, that makes sense because, that absolutely makes sense because, I feel like I don't need the long shot for this. This seems so close. Yeah, okay, I pushed out last time because I thought I needed the long shot for that. I don't know why I thought that. I must have been drunk or very tired. Or both at the same time.
Still no wallet upgrade?
Yeah, we still have not found the wallet upgrade. Nintendo's really fucking bogarting the wallet upgrade. Ow.
No bitches?
No maidens? Where's the last thing at? What the hell? Dude, the Ocarina of Time, like 10 seconds left noise is so ominous. Yeah, we're gonna get fucked on this one. Okay, yeah, let's run up and grab this one first. Or no, it's behind me. I'm fucking stupid. Grab this real quick. And then this one's a firewall. This one is safe though, right? And there's a ball. Oh, there's a fucking wall master in here. Okay. And then we've got this one. Ah, there's the one I missed. For sure. You guys remember when white girls used to say "for sure" all the time? You guys remember the "for sure" era of white women? For sure. It's pronouncing it in a way that only a white woman really can. Okay, fucking Christ. Did we get anything out of that? That's like the only, this is the only enemy in the game that they really like. You can, like, there's so much DNA in this game that you can see they went on to capitalize with other Zelda games. Like, literally, even the fucking, like, elemental chemistry system they did in Breath of the Wild, they started, like, in this game. Because if you're carrying the wooden shield and you come in contact with anything that's fire-related, the wooden shield will burn. And, like, they were trying to do, like, the torch thing with the Deku sticks and stuff. And then, ooh, baby, let's go. And it's Poiple. We got the Poiple tunic. Ballin'. We can do the fucking fire temple now. Anyway, and like those wolves, you can tell are like the start of like the attack. Like the attack special moves that they put in Twilight Princess and stuff. Like there's so many ideas they had in Ocarina of Time that they've like fleshed out over time. It's pretty incredible. I don't think I can kill this door without the Megaton Hammer. Because I think another chest drops in here if you kill the door. Maybe I can fire arrow it. Or Din's Flame it. I think this is one of those weird enemies that like you can't normally kill. Yeah, I think you need the Megaton Hammer for those. I'll be back into this room, though, anyway. At some point. We might not even need anything out of here. The tunic just set us up big time. Oh, fuck, I hit the wrong button. We're doing the entire spell animation now, boys. I've not seen the Northman yet. But it's on my list.
We are... That is something that we talk about a lot in the house, is seeing the Northman. It's something we're pretty excited for, eventually.
Yeah, I've seen... I mean, I like all of that guy's movies, so I can't imagine that I'm not going to like The Northman. Seems unlikely. Okay, so first of all... I'm pretty sure there's some adult stuff we can do in Death Mountain Crater now before we even get into the Fire Temple. that's going to be pretty important. I thought I was going to be able to get more of the Shadow Temple done. That was kind of disappointing. Do I have 50 tokens yet? No, I still have 100. 1 hundo. Keeping it 1 hundo.
Un hundo.
Hi. Welcome to Starbucks. We're keeping it 100 by making sure that this company is a family, and you can talk to your manager whenever you want to. Please don't unionize. We're begging you. We will kill you in the street if you unionize. Imagine that, but it's set to, like, upbeat, royalty-free music.
Fuck, that'd be so fun. I mean, that's honestly what it feels like when I worked at Walmart.
Yeah. The anti-union propaganda they give you when you're in retail is wild. Like, I wish I would have recorded the Ross anti-propaganda or anti-union propaganda video that I had to watch when I got a job at Ross, because it was... I've watched a couple because I've worked at like 3 different YouTube. I've worked at like 4 different retail stores, so I've seen a few of them, and the Ross one was so unhinged. The 2 most unhinged like retail training videos I ever watched were the Ross anti-union propaganda video and the Macy's active shooter video. the Macy's active shooter video one, Carv and I took a break for a long time. The Macy's active shooter video had like some Quentin Tarantino Desperado shit where a guy walks into a Macy's with like a fucking gun and a guitar case and just pulls it out and starts blasting people. It was nuts, dude. I could not believe what I was looking at. I was like, this is so crazy. I forgot you can just like outrun it on them. I guess not. I have enough health to brute force this though.
Dude, I'm such a fucking hypocrite. I literally just had like a really short tweet thread this morning about how like big franchises need to just like stop for a while. Like, yeah, I like Star Wars, but what if no Star Wars for a while? And yeah, I really like some of the Marvel stuff recently, especially Moon Knight, but what if like no more Marvel for a while? Like, what if we just quit? What if we just gave more space for big...
Well, you've got 2 options. You can either just quit, or you can, like, have the courage to throw away the formula you've established and, like, do new stuff.
Right.
Those are, like, the 2 options.
Well, hold on, because I said all that stuff, and I still believe all that stuff, but then I'll just, like, instinctively like somebody making a tweet about how they already miss Moon Knight and want more of it. Like, I'm such a fucking hypocrite.
The large Goron, I see.
I can't stop myself.
I never understood the Gorons in this game. Like, okay, you got the big Goron, you've got Medi Goron, and both of them are way bigger. And then you just got the normal Gorons. Like, do all Gorons age up into being that big eventually? Like, what are the Goron rules? And they've never had giant Gorons like that again in any of the other games that have them.
Yeah, large media do be out here making trends very efficient, unfortunately.
I think I can hover boots this.
That being said, though, guys, Moon Knight was unironically very good, and I highly suggest
Moon Knight was pretty good.
Checking it out. As much of a fucking shill as that makes me sound like, unfortunately.
Do I really have to go around to get to this part of the crater? That would be very annoying.
Trust me, I don't like myself for saying it, but I'm not going to deny that it was really good.
A lot of people are saying that Doctor Strange 2 is very good too. Multiverse of Madness.
I am completely unfamiliar with it, and I'm not sure I care enough to watch it. Doctor Strange just doesn't grab me.
Wait, who are you talking? Okay. The trick is you need to stop thinking about it being a Doctor Strange movie, because that doesn't matter. It's a Sam Raimi movie.
Right. Like,
that's the hook that should be getting you, as like a not... Because if you're a Marvel guy, the hook is going to be, oh, Doctor Strange, haha. But if You are... Oh, these are fucking...
But but
dumbass
you already know from conversations we've had
idiots.
that I really enjoy the Sam Raimi, like, Spider-Man.
Yeah, and everybody who's watched it, like all of the Marvel nerds who are like hardcore MCU dorks, haven't liked it. But all of the people that are like film people and all of Sam Raimi's fans are like, this movie kicks ass.
Yeah, I suppose with that in mind, I probably should just give it an honest try, shouldn't I?
Okay, so...
I just really miss... You know what I miss? No bullshit. I wish we had more of these. I miss history and fantasy movies.
Ridley Scott's been coming at us hard with history shit. If the Napoleon movie, like, goes the fuck off, like, if this is the one that he finally gets to go off, we might see a resurgence of history movies.
It would be really nice. I miss period pieces, and I miss fantasy movies. I would really love to get just, like, another good fantasy movie that, like, really fucking, like, blows people away.
Yeah, the Northman's probably, like, in both of those camps.
Yeah, the Northman probably is.
Is this really... Do I really just have to come over here with a long shot to get, like, some rupees? Is that all? Is that all that was? Like, get, like, 25 rupees? Sunk me off, Nintendo.
Like, there's a part of me that legitimately just wants, what about Doctor Strange 2? It's not fantasy. It's a fucking... It's a
Yeah, it's
goddamn
not the same thing.
superhero movie. Shut
Not the same
up.
thing. Totally different.
God damn it.
Nothing
And
will boil my blood quicker than talking to people online about genres, dude.
It's a fucking Marvel movie. It's not fantasy. It's a superhero movie. They're different.
Well, it is. It takes place in a fantastic world.
We have so many keys, dude.
No,
we're gonna,
yeah, no,
we're gonna go the fuck off in this dungeon, boys.
Like, yeah, I've seen the clip, dude. Wanda kills some people. Okay, cool. The people die in a movie. That doesn't instantly, like, mean anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, art has been violent since the invention of art. You're gonna have to come up with, like, a better hook.
Yeah. Dude, there can be an incredible, like, just a really... There are incredible films out there that don't have a drop of blood or a hint of violence. Like, it doesn't need to be gory. Who cares?
Soyo?
So...
Okay, first of all, you guys better stop dropping the Diet Doctor Strange spoilers because I have not seen them yet. Yet.
Right.
Ooh, I've got the version installed that has the Islamic chants in the background before they patch those out. Or not patch them out, before they remove them in the next version of the game. This is a 1.0 version.
After seeing The Northman today, dude, I want to see The Northman. We just haven't gone yet for some fucking reason.
Yeah, this is not... We're not, like, maliciously avoiding the Northman.
Yeah. It's just something that keeps happening. We just keep fucking not watching it for, like, no good reason.
That's the boss floor. Did I really clear out this room? That would be funny if I did, without the tunic.
What
Ooh,
is
I
this
want
stream? I
want
thought
this
we were
fairy.
movie haters. Why on earth would you think we're movie haters?
There's an ongoing meme in my Discord that I hate movies that I kind of lean into.
Oh, okay. I've been unaware of that.
Because I'm just, like, not really a movie guy and, like, don't really care and don't really get excited about them very often. And I think movie nerds are, like, one of the most obnoxious varieties of nerd.
I'm just really kind of upset about the fact that we're, like, don't have a lot of really good unique movies. Like, if Marvel and Star Wars never made another film for, like, 30 years, I honestly think I would just be okay with it.
I actually do want to see Everything Everywhere All at Once, though. That one's, like, high
Yes.
on my list of movies I want to see.
Everything Everywhere All at Once looks like a ton of fun.
Movie nerd is my least favorite genre. That's what I'm talking about. Or gender. That's what I'm saying. Alright, what else can we squeeze out of the old fire
Like,
temple
I just
here?
want something to make me... feel a level of, like, nostalgia and, like, comfy escapism that I haven't felt since I watched, like, the fucking Hobbit movies.
Dude, I don't know what it is about, like, the randomized tunic colors in this game that just activate my neurons. Like, just something as simple as, like, being able to customize Link's tunic color is so satisfying.
Ooh, he purple now, boys.
think I can climb up these and get something done up here. There's something going on. Not from this direction, though.
I want movies to be good again, Tim 2022. I stand by it. It's a hot take, but I stand by it.
Yeah. I have to, like, push a block off the top of this thing, I think, but I don't really remember how to get up there. Maybe
Does
I
the
have to
archery system in this game accurately reflect reality?
I don't know. Let me check. Let me check his form here in a second. Link is canonically left-handed, so that's going to throw me off.
I do like that Link is left-handed.
Going into the block hole. Yeah, sure, I'll open this door. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, so his hand isn't really at a 45-degree angle, but he's also canting it, so that's fine. He's canting it at a 45-degree angle.
He's canting in the wrong. He's got the arrow resting in the wrong direction.
Yeah, if you're gonna cant it in this direction, you wouldn't be able to put the arrow on that side. You'd have to put it on the other side. Other than that, this is totally viable, especially for snapshots. If you're like in combat and had to shoot fast, this is exactly what your side picture would look like. He's got a low anchor, but that's not that big of a deal. You can have a low anchor. So that is not bad archery form.
I do actually, now that you pointed it out, I really like that he's left-handed. Makes me feel represented.
Yeah, I don't think it was ever intentional. I think that they just sort of like they did that thing where you make the character right-handed from behind, but that has the consequence of like making them left-handed, and then they just kept him left-handed for like the rest of the series. I thought there was like a bomb door in here that I could take advantage of at some point.
You guys want to hear something kind of funny?
Yeah.
So one of the mods that I have installed gives a night vision and like a predator heat vision.
Wait, where the fuck? Oh, there it is.
To people who are either werewolves or vampires or Khajiit. But because I'm playing as a Breton,
Wait,
I didn't become a werewolf because I like werewolves and think they're cool. I became a werewolf because I wanted to be able to see in the dark, because one of the mods I have for like environmental effects makes nighttime and like unlit dungeons and caves and shit like actually legitimately dark.
I saw a tweet earlier of somebody talking about stepping in a wet puddle and then a status bar building up, and they get the wet sock status bar Dark Souls style and explode instantly. Here we go. Wait, what was the point of this? Just to jump to... Oh, I see. Then I can jump to there. Ah, because I can shoot it from here. I understand what you're saying, Nintendo. By the way, there's a setting in this randomizer that will give you a random chance for your dungeons to be Master Quest instead of original. So, like, if you're a total psycho, you can, like, make it so that not only do you need insane knowledge of, like, the original game, but you also need insane knowledge of Master Quest. Am I supposed to go up here to free that Goron? This seems weird. It seems like the switch should have been in that room. Is this a button?
Guys, I'm boring. I think my favorite theme is Yod Torshul.
Which one is that?
Fire Breath.
I mean, it's pretty cool.
It's just like...
Okay, hang on. Before we get too far
It's
ahead of
way
ourselves
too
here.
useful. It's so useful.
How do I get this Goron out? There's like a switch behind him. That must be from a different... Oh, I bet you I get back there from the maze. I'm trying to put off doing the maze because I hate it. It's one of my least favorite parts of this game. The water temple gets a lot of hate for meme reasons. But honestly, Fire Temple maze, pretty dog shit.
I also love having Inigo cover my back. This motherfucker hits so hard with the realism mod because he has ebony weapons, like right off the bat. So Inigo's kind of busted in the early game if you have a realistic fighting mod like Wildcat. And his AI is actually like...
Hello,
really
Dandelion. I haven't seen you stream in a while.
Hi, Dandelion. And his AI is really competent.
Fallout 3 is an absolute lie. That's a pretty fucking good title. Fuck, I wish you would have suggested that when we were talking about it the other day.
Just change it again. Who cares?
Yeah, good point. It really doesn't matter. We need 16 times the detail. God damn it. Fucking analog stick cunt. Did I make it? Yeah, we cleared it. We cleared it easy, boys. "16 times the deception. 4 times the size of Fallout 4. Alright, where is it? I hear it. Ow. It's gotta be in here, right? That's way too loud to just be like... Maybe not. Here's the guy. That's the guy I was talking about. It just works. Do these guys give you items?
It's our boy Todd.
No, you just get a little cutscene of them running out. Small key for the Forest Temple. Yeah, we're starting to fucking... If we get the Kokiri Emerald as the reward for this dungeon, this playthrough is fucking finished. Do I want to open this? Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what the fuck is that up there? What do you do? Open that door? I think if you fall down this, that's like a huge backtrack issue.
I was a big fan of Whirlwind Sprint probably because I was a bit sontistic.
Ooh, baby! Adult wallet, that opens up a lot of doors.
Hey! Whirlwind Sprint is actually very good as well. I like Whirlwind Sprint a lot. It's got a lot of utility.
The Islamic chanting is giving me power. Fucking praise be unto him.
I basically just forget to use Whirlwind Sprint for like a utility purpose though, if I'm being honest with you. I think that's why I like Yultoshul, because like it's... If my goal is just killing something, it's very easy to remember that I can breathe fire.
Yeah, I have the same problem where it gets difficult for me to remember to use utility stuff unless the game like demands it of me. I think there's something kind of annoying about this room if I remember correctly. Like, you have to
Fusro
double
Da
back to get
is
to that door.
obviously like cool and helpful. Everyone likes Fusro Da, but like I don't know, Yultoshul always hit me. It's just always just hit me a little bit harder.
Yeah, Fusro Da is the one that I use the most just because of like being able. Usually when you're outnumbered, it's humanoids, and being able to just knock over all the humanoids in front of you for free is fucking very strong.
Also, my favorite Skyrim mod is still Inigo. Well, guess who has Inigo watching his back right now, Dandelion Bodies?
Very funny that just a mod that adds like a new companion is this popular.
It's because Inigo is just so well done. He's insanely well done. If I remember right, later editions of it even give you a couple of like quests
Yeah.
that you can pursue. Like, Inigo is just... Everyone loves Inigo. He's just cool.
Get out of here, coward. I hope this is a big rupee. I need a big rupee now to top off the wallet. Fuck! Requiem of Spear. Ooh, that's a good one, too. Yeah, this whole fucking playthrough's coming together. We might finish this tonight. A lot of the missing pieces that we needed to put together to get this to start being coherent, we have now.
Yeah, no, Dandelion, when I was telling Jacob about, like, the Inigo mod, I straight up said, like, dude, every single modded Skyrim save file that takes itself even vaguely seriously has Inigo in it.
Ooh, we're on the second tier of heart lines. I need to
Like,
get that fucking Skulltula if it's in here, though.
It's just a fact of the game. If you have modded Skyrim and you in any way are trying to make it just a cool experience,
What is this?
you have Inigo.
All right, okay.
I do not like Inigo. I guess I'm just a weirdo. Yes, you are, Archon. That you are.
I mean, you also could just not care about companions in Skyrim. That's definitely a possibility. Oh, I could have fallen down if I had a ladder on it. It's fine. There was more to be done in here.
I don't remember where to get Tor and Shul in Yorto Shul. I only have Yul, so I might use console commands to give myself the rest of the shout. I don't remember where it is. Would anyone in chat happen to remember off the top of their head where the other two words for Yorto Shul are?
Where did the door go? That has the fucking Skulltula by it. It's got to be over here somewhere. Here it is. Where the fuck is this thing? The noises start like right here. Maybe I can get to it from above.
Ooh, snake, that sounds like a nightmare.
What?
Speaking of spiders, a spider spun a web in my door last night, so when I opened it this morning, I got a small shower of baby spiders all over my body.
Hell
Very
yeah,
cool.
dude.
Would recommend. That sounds like something you would, like, dream about in a nightmare. That doesn't sound like a real experience, what you just described to me.
Luckily, the overwhelming majority of spiders are harmless. Especially in North America. We don't really have any spiders that go hard in North America. There's a couple.
Have you ever watched Skyrim Mods Weekly? Is that... Do you mean Gopher's series, or was there, like, another... Back in the day when I was playing this game all the time, I watched Gopher and I watched Bro Duel basically all the time. Gopher, I actually watched Gopher so much that I finished...
God damn it, where's the other one?
I finished watching the whole Richard playthrough. I actually really loved the Richard playthrough. I legitimately got kind of emotional when I finished it. MXR mods? No, I'm not familiar with that.
Is it over here? I feel like I've circled this like 45 times. This
I
just
saw
goes
that he
into
started a whole other character after Richard. I'm honestly tempted. I don't know what I want to do more. I don't know if I want to check out that new character straight up, or if I want to rewatch the Richard series.
Okay, where does this one go? This is the one. This is the entrance, right?
The second word for Yoltor Shul is in Sunderstone Gorge.
What is this way? This is how I came in.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I don't know where that is off the top of my head, but it shouldn't be hard for me
Oh
to
no,
Google
it
it.
isn't. This is a different one.
Would you happen to know, Snake? Snake, would you happen to know just off the top of your head what hold Sunderstone Gorge is in? Like, is it in Falkreath or Whiterun or like?
That is such a sketchy jump. It does not look like you should be able to make that. Their fucking ledge grab is so generous in this game.
You teleported up there, dude. That was wild to watch.
Oh no, this mirror maze also sucks.
I hate accidentally fucking up my hotkeys and just randomly swapping between a whole bunch of different
This one has a
spells
bunch
in
of
my
flame
hand.
walls everywhere, right?
Oh, it's in Falkreath? Okay.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be hard to find. I like Falkreath a lot, actually. Falkreath is a very pleasant atmosphere.
Ooh, this is a big boy chest. Not that it matters on the randomizer. Water temple key, yeah, sure.
I haven't actually spent a lot of time in Falkreath on this playthrough. I should probably go down there after I'm
Most
done
of these
with
doors
this,
are fake.
after I'm done doing all this shit, or after I'm done getting Dawnbreaker from Meridia. Because that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm clearing out Meridia's, like, temple.
Is it the vampire GF?
No. Meridia is one of the gods. She's the god who's like, you find the stone just randomly, and she like screams in your head, and you go clear out her temple of a bunch of like dark wraiths and shit, and she gives you Dawnbreaker, which is a really excellent sword for fighting against the undead.
Ooh. Okay, well I can't do anything over in this corner until I have the old, the old Megaton hammer, I don't think. Oh, I see what's going on here. Didn't realize that was fucking motion detecting. There's another key door. Okay, give me the fucking God, it's so obnoxious how close you have to be to these firewalls to get them to go off. Like, you have to go so slow through here. Listen, I got 2 fairies, alright? I'm immortal. I'm double immortal. I'm like fucking Wukong. I'm like Sun Wukong before he gets owned by the Buddha.
Tim, Stormcloaks are Imperials. When I was younger, I would have said Stormcloaks completely, like, just without even hesitation, because I believe in the right of nations to self-govern. Nowadays, as now that I'm an adult with much more like well-defined politics, I don't actually know. They both have like really solid problems that you would need to overcome. Because the Imperials are colonizers, right? And that sucks, especially because they're ruled by they're currently being ruled. They're like a puppet empire of like literally just like high elf Gestapo. So there's not a lot good there, except that everywhere they go, generally speaking, the quality of life seems to improve for people, and the Imperial society is pretty multicultural. That is, as long as you toe the line, and in this case, the line is being decided by the Thalmor, which isn't good. And on the other side, you have the Stormcloaks, who are
double wallet,
who are supposed to be like plucky rebels. You know, fighting for their sovereignty and fighting for their home, except then you realize that, like, Ulfric Stormcloak is just kind of a barbarian dickwad who basically murdered his king, not for a good reason, but for like a power play. And like down at its very core, the Stormcloak Rebellion is like racist and Nord supremacist. So neither side here is really good. So we want the Imperials, but not the Thalmor? No, not especially, because even without the Thalmor, they're still colonizers. I still disagree with the principle of the fact that they're willing to just go in and tell other societies what to do and run their land. And actually, I don't like the Stormcloaks for the same reason, too, because if you go to the Reach, where Markarth is, you know, they're also colonizers. Like, the Nords are also colonizers. That used to belong to the native indigenous Breton people. So neither side is good. I can't sit here and tell you guys that either side is worth supporting wholeheartedly. They're both full of, like, really bad people.
How the fuck did I even get in here? Okay, this one goes across to go to the top. Oh, I know what I have to do now.
They're both full of really bad people, and they both do bad things, and neither is worth supporting.
You just gave such a politically charged answer to a basic question. Welcome to Tim. That's the Tim specialty.
But fuck off. It's not a basic question, though. Like, it's a political quest. Stormcloaks or Imperials is an inherently political question.
Yeah, Tim is a man who thinks. If you ask him a question, he's probably going to give you a very long, serious answer.
Like, so the real answer here is that war is bad and you shouldn't support either side, really. The actual answer is not joining the quest and then using your clout as the Dragonborn later down the main quest line to brute force them into a peace accord.
There.
But even that's not a very satisfactory thing because you miss out on a very fun quest. Because the war quest is fun. Like, I'll admit it. Like, it's just fun to play. So, the correct thing to do, which is use your clout as the Dragonborn to, like, force them to stop, is just less fun. And then also, the political situation that you leave them all in by forcing them to stop means the war is just going to continue in like a couple of years anyway.
Yeah, that's very like fucking very band-aid solution.
Yeah. But unfortunately, like, that's all it gives you. You can either join with a really problematic with either really problematic side in a really problematic war, or you can do a temporary band-aid solution and just kind of hope that it works out.
Is there there is no fucking way the Skulltula wasn't up here, right? This just seems so... There's got to be something up here. This is nuts. I don't even remember this secret.
Well, Fart Mother, the fourth answer is it's just a game, and you just pick whichever one is more fun. If you want to know which one is more fun, then I think the more fun one is fighting with the Stormcloaks, because assaulting Whiterun and then assaulting Solitude are both, I think, more fun than the battles you do as the Imperials.
We got Weird Egg. Let's go.
But, like, politically, they're both bad.
Man, if I would have remembered that or known, I don't know if that's always how it is, or if I had something in my settings that made it like that, but if I would have remembered that Ice Cavern was open, that was like the big missing piece to this puzzle. Like all of those times where I was like kind of stuck and was just like bottom feeding off of Skulltulas and grottos and scrubs, 100% if I just would have remembered the Ice Cavern, this whole thing would have fell into place.
Osiris said nothing against you, is just not expecting that answer, Lamau at Tim. I mean, it's really hard for me to explain without just telling you straight up, man. It's a political quest. The quest was designed to be political.
Ooh, I got the 50 Skulltulas. Let's go.
So are the Daedra outer god type beings, or are they just wacky wahoo don't give a fuck gods? I mean, they're like demon kings, aren't they?
Yeah, aren't the Daedra like kings of like demon princes of the fucking the Oblivion plane or whatever the fuck it's called?
Yeah, they're basically like demon kings, but demon here is a more neutral term. It's kind of actually, you know what? I think Amanda would call them Jotun.
Very weird, by the way, that I needed Scarecrow Song to get up into this room. I don't think that's normal.
Have you ever played Stellaris? Yeah, no, I've played a lot of Stellaris. I enjoy Stellaris a lot. It's also, in my opinion, probably the most accessible of the various Paradox grand strategy games. Stellaris is probably the most fun and accessible of the bunch. The Daedra are the gods that refuse to help
What if I
create
jump
Mirror.
down here? What does this do?
So, yeah, I don't know
Ooh,
what you mean.
wait,
Of course,
hang
never
on.
political, right?
Wait, this is good because now I'm back at the beginning. That was
So-
the best case scenario.
Archon Zach, the neat thing about the Daedra, so my wife is, like, I've mentioned it before in this stream, my wife is a Norse pagan priestess. It's called the Githya is actually the name of the position. But something that's very interesting about the Norse pagan religion is that they have gods, but they also have Jotun. And for some reason, Jotun gets translated a lot as giants, but that's not quite what Jotun means. A Jotun is something that is a god level of power, like it's a godly entity, but it's not one of the Aesir or the Vanir, which are what the Nords call gods, right? So, using that logic, a god from like an outsider pantheon, from the Norse perspective, would be referred to as a Jotun. Because they're gods, they're godlike beings, but they're not Aesir and they're not Vanir, right? So, from now that I've explained that baseline thing, I think the Daedra, it's easier to think of them as Jotun. They're godlike entities, they are gods, but they're not one of the 8 divines. What practice is she? She's not Asatru. I think she avoids the Asatru community because it's really easy for the Asatru community to get, like... Oh god, she could explain it a lot better. She's Lokian. Her, like, primary deity is Loki.
And then I think we can do...
I don't remember the name of the church that she used to be a part of, but that church kind of fractured just because of internal drama. So she decided that she was going to become an independent practitioner.
I mean, all, like, with these, like, reconstructed pagan religions, like, all you can really do is just kind of, like, read a bunch of books on it and, like, try to piece it together in a way that makes sense to you personally.
Yeah, but she's like a practicing witch. She does, like, magic and spells and shit, and she's a Githya. So she does rituals, and and a lot of our friends and close acquaintances have come to her for like spiritual guidance, and she's also done rituals like locally for people. And she has like witchcraft shit.
Yo, I'm all about that Song of Time, dog.
But she's primarily a Lokian.
Oh, this is the room where I have to just, like, dodge all these tiles, and they count as enemies, and then I get a free chest, I think.
I think it's really weird that, everyone's, like, super into, like, Song of Storms. Song of Storms is the song that gets, like, memed on and, like, has a bunch of, like, remixes and shit. But Song of Time is so much better sounding.
I mean, there's, like, most of them are pretty tight, except for the, Lullaby is probably the lamest one.
I think Song of Time is
pretty good.
by
I've
far
always
the
liked
best.
the Shadow one. The Bolero of Fire is pretty good, too. Oh
This is
my
definitely
god,
the
it
start
had
of an
1
edgy
rupee.
fantasy book from the
Wretched.
Norse priestess.
Wretched, dude.
Guys, don't get me wrong. Song of Storms is cool, but like Song of Time is way better.
Song of Storms is the one that all the white guys have tattooed on themselves.
Yeah. But I would learn the Song of Time.
So
I actually did learn. For a brief period of time, I did actually, I have a couple of real ocarinas laying around the house somewhere, and for a brief period of time, I could play the Song of Time.
For a brief period of time, you were Ocarina build.
I was very Ocarina build.
Yeah,
that was not the worst. So. That was not the worst arc. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Ocarina arc is not really a bad one. Okay, and then this was the room with all of the little things. Yes. And I don't think I can jump down that hole and accomplish anything. We'll try it. Yeah, no. Okay, so now... We got so much shit in here. Let me do an inventory again. What do we got? Weird egg. That's good. We got a bunch of keys. Right. No fucking... water. Or not water. No Shadow Temple keys. That's so odd. Okay, Requiem of Spirit is gonna blow some shit wide open. Let's use that right now. Hang on, I already forgot it. I was looking right at it. A down, right down, A. The fuck? Hang on. That sounds right. Oh, that's definitely right. A down, down A. Oh, there we go. Wait, how is that different? Fine. Fine. Whatever, Nintendo. I mean, the Epic Mealtime guy must still do stuff. He must be a streamer or something, because he's in iDubbbz' fucking creator boxing match thing. It's coming up here in like a week. One of these motherfuckers is a grotto. Dude, I'm the most excited for the 2 Super Mega fights and the Minx fight. Those are the 2 that I'm looking forward to the most. Ah, here's one. Let's see what's going on down here. Couple of Deku boys. Big rupee. Okay, that's pretty good.
I really wish that I like had
Big rupee. Fuck.
Had gotten into Legend of Zelda at some point in my life, because it looks like it's a ton. It looks like it's like.
Damn, dude, we got the pastels out today. I kind of like the purple better. The pink is pretty good, but I'm vibing on the purple. So there's an oasis around here somewhere that has the last Great Fairy Fountain, but I think I can only get to that as a child. Oh, here it is. I think that grotto was the last one, too. Can I Song of Storms, this little lake?
Never too late to get into it. I don't know, man. I'm into so much stuff right now.
I think I've hit so much stuff.
I think I've hit the point where I'm just into too much stuff, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't think I have time.
Yeah, I think this is only Child Link. Convenient.
I legitimately just don't think I have time in my life to get into, like, a whole new franchise. You know what I mean? Like, it's just wishful thinking at this point.
Too bad about the embezzlement. Yeah. One of the things that's incredible about Super Mega is, like, just how little they seem to care about their brand making sense to anybody who's outside of the fan base. It's very funny. Ganon's castle key. Neat. I think it would be fun to design a game that's like randomized like this game, but it's designed to be randomized and not modded in. I would be interested to see if it's even possible, because I said this in the first episode of this stream, but like, not only is the Ocarina of Time randomizer insane on like a technical level, but the way the game world is designed like facilitates the randomizer in like a particularly good way. Because the other randomizers for other games like Wind Waker, Majora's Mask, and Dark Souls and stuff, they just like don't really like hit the same. Okay, yeah, so I can't go through here. I have 2 keys for here. So we should be able to get a couple of things here as an adult. Before we have to go have the fucking the Gerudo leader groom us as a child. Hey Link, get me the gauntlets and I'll honk you off. And he closes Facebook tab. Motherfucker's beeping me. Wait, what does this do?
You know what's kind of weird? Now that I like answered that question about the Civil War for you guys, it occurs to me that I've never actually I've never done
The Imperial
every
one?
single. No. I've done the Imperial one. I've never done the quest where I've never done the version of it where you use your clout as the
dragon guy.
as the Dragonborn to like make everyone stop fighting. I've never actually like. Maybe I should try that. You know what I mean?
It's invisible enemy time, I see.
I don't think I'm actually going to fight. I don't think I'm going to fight for anyone this playthrough. I've done the war quest enough. I know that they're fun. I know how fun they are. So I think I'm actually going to just. I think I'm just going to follow my own advice here. Pull a war is bad, actually. And just don't. Just not.
Oh, I forgot these split. Yeah, now it's gonna get big again. Remember when I said that? Remember when I had that tweet where I said that Nintendo had the most annoying hand-based enemy until Elden Ring? These are the enemies I was talking about. The fucking invisible floor masters. Why did I not get a magic charge right there?
I just learned the first word for air, elemental fury.
There we go.
Which I don't even remember what that one does.
Usually
The
these guys
Thuman
drop
imbues
off
your
like
arms with the
this.
speed of wind. Oh, it gives you haste. Okay, that's cool.
Ba-bum. Ooh, I forgot how many chests you get in here from these things. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen, buddy. Hit the other one. Get that shit. Ooh, I love how many rupees they drop, though. Fill my wallet up. We don't need to buy the tunics anymore. I think there's like a bunch of keys and a couple of Triforce pieces we're gonna have to buy, though.
I think I'm gonna go down the fire tree first when it comes to destruction magic. I think I'm gonna just be a boring. I'm gonna use fire as my element of damage instead of ice or shock.
Okay, hang on. I hate this room. Before I fuck around in here. Wait, what is that? Oh, just the opening.
Most of my starter files for any game is to be. I just role play myself. I don't really role play a character. Anytime I play this kind of stuff, I just play myself really. So the decisions I make in any a given playthrough are usually like the first time I play a game, it's just me like how would I do this if I were in this situation?
If this.
And then it's subsequent playthroughs that I like.
Wolfos in here.
It's subsequent playthroughs that I like try other stuff. Like when I was young and I first played this game, I fell for the Stormcloaks being like the plucky rebels, and I fought for the Stormcloaks, which means for my second playthrough, I was like, oh, okay, well, let's see what the Imperial side is like.
Let's see what these Imperial characters have to say.
Yeah.
Really? That's just for a chest? I mean, I'll take it, I guess. Oh, do I really need the long shot for this? You can't do this to me. This will ruin me. They won't respect me on the streets anymore if I can't get to this chest. Oh, we can make this work. We can make this work.
One of the reasons I got really into watching Gopher's playthroughs is because Gopher does actually get into a character and legitimately like role plays the character out when he plays the game, which is kind of neat. I don't like watching Gopher's Fallout playthroughs though, because his style of gameplay just fucking sucks. He'll like sneak around all the time and try to be super tactical with his shooting when it's like, dude, it's a Fallout game.
Yeah. That does suck.
But when he's playing Skyrim, because it's a fantasy game and you can do so much cool stuff with like builds, whatever character he's role-playing as will determine how he actually plays the game. Like his first ever YouTube Skyrim playthrough was as like an evil orc warlock, which was a ton of fun. But unfortunately at that point, he got like 4 like seasons of that out, and then
seasons.
Like, well, because he'll play each gaming session he'll record is like 45 minutes to an hour or some shit, and each quote he'll do like big arcs.
Yeah.
Where he'll do like a season of like 20 or 30 of those like nearly hour-long videos.
Is this the mirror shield? Oh no, it's a Deku shield.
And it'll be like a full arc of that character stuff. And then he'll like do another like series, or he'll do like another season of another series and play another game and like keep it fresh before he goes back and like. So the character Richard, who I really liked watching him play, his Richard playthroughs were a ton of fun. If you like look at his playlist, he has entire other seasons of other series of him playing other video games between all of his Richard playthroughs.
Yeah.
Which works really good for him, keeping the games like fresh, but also works really good for his audience, because it's like, oh no, he's starting a Skyrim playthrough, but I don't like Skyrim. You know that he'll be done with it in like a season, and then he might go to another game that you like more. I just don't like the first-person Fallout games. I just don't think they're well made or well built.
Yeah, I mean, I liked Fallout 3. I think Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas both have like their own kind of things going on. I really did not get that. I mean, I had a fun time playing Fallout 4, but it definitely didn't like really fucking slap. It didn't like really hook me.
I think New Vegas is the closest I've come to enjoying a Fallout game.
New Vegas definitely gives you the most room to breathe and like really do like kind of like builds and like roleplay a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna have to start clearing out shops after this.
Well, New Vegas is the only one I enjoyed.
I had a really good time with Fallout 3, but that was my first Fallout game, so I don't know if like it would have been one of those things where like whichever one I played first I liked the most out of the 3 like modern Fallouts. One of the things that really, I mean, this is like the oldest meme in the book, where people will say Fallout New Vegas has better story, but Fallout 3 has better atmosphere. I pretty much agree with that, even though it's like just the absolute most fucking stereotypical thing.
Right. I think I need to uninstall one of these mods. I think I have a mod that got away from me and is behaving strangely. So I'm going to.
You've got a rogue mod.
I do. I have a rogue mod, so I'm gonna just uninstall it and then open the game back up.
Can I reach that? I don't think so. No, there's no way. Let me just go over there.
I think it's Immersive City Gates. That's the one I want. Immersive City Gates is being a bit of a pain in the ass.
What the fuck is immersive city gates? What even could that be?
The idea is that like the guards won't just let you in if it's like dark, it's like past a certain time or whatever. So you have to like bribe them or
That
like,
sounds so annoying.
Or use your like clout if you're like a Thane or some shit to get in. It is a little bit annoying, but I don't know. I'm a little bit into those immersive style mods. The only immersive style mods that I'm not into, that I like didn't reinstall whenever I started doing this, was mods where exposure to the weather can fuck you up and you need to like keep yourself fed and shit like that.
Oh, like survival mods?
Survival mods, I like immersive mods, but I don't like survival mods.
Yeah, that makes sense. Survival mechanics are very controversial in the gaming community.
Well, when I played this game in college, I actually loved them. When I played this game in college, I thought that survival mods were the shit. But I don't know. I'm just not into them that much anymore.
Going nuts on you dipshits.
Your taste changes as like time goes by, type shit. You know what I mean?
This is one of the very rare points in the game where you actually need bomb juice for something.
Have you guys played Kingdom Come Deliverance?
I've played the beginning of Kingdom Come Deliverance because I was thinking about working on a video for it. But I need to wait until I've got the better PC set up because that game is not optimized very well, and boy, does it need some beef behind it to really get it going.
Strangely enough, I have not played Kingdom Come Deliverance. You definitely would have thought that I would have.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it would be a Tim game. What the fuck? Oh, this item throws me off every time because, like, in the real game, when you get it, it doesn't have an item attached to it. You just get it. So I always forget how fucked up it looks. This is a good time to get that, though, because we haven't really done any of the temples. Okay,
I think a good thing that would make survival mechanics a lot less controversial is if a lot more games that added survival mechanics also just let you turn them off.
Yeah. Like, fuck, what game did that? Why do I feel like this is an Eye of Truth, Skulltula? I know there's at least one. Is it just down here? Am I an idiot? Oh, yes. The answer is absolutely. What in the fuck? Oh, it's the compass. That's useful. Also, just like some games don't handle survival mechanics as well as other games. Oh fuck! I thought that was a
mechanics help
compass.
make some place seem more hostile and it's useful for certain games and not for others. It is. Yeah, I definitely think that. I definitely think that anytime survival mechanics are included in a game, they need to be basically the most carefully considered aspect of that game. Like anytime survival mechanics go in, they have to be the part of the game that the devs pay the most attention to get just right.
I do kind of like the Breath of the Wild style where it's like most sections of the map are just sort of like neutral and pretty easy to survive in, but then you get like the desert and like the Arctic, like different areas with harsher weather, so that like you get a break in the neutral areas from the fucked up areas so that you're not just constantly worrying about survival shit all the time.
Yeah.
And that also gives you like the aspect of like, oh, I'm going here, I need to prepare.
Yeah, I definitely think that's the most... I think that's a really good example of how it needs to be done, is there have to be areas where you're safe from it and you just don't have to worry about it. I have not played Kingdom Come, but I do have a lot of experience with Mount and Blade, and I've also played some Battle Brothers, which is, you know, what if Mount and Blade was a tactical game instead of, like, a tactics game instead of a third-person hack and slash. And I also played a lot of Mordhau and Chivalry in their respective early eras when there were a lot of people playing them and they were more fun. The downside of games like Chivalry and Mordhau is that they develop really weird tech really quickly. And the moment those games start developing weird tech is when the larger audience leaves because it just becomes less fun to play.
Yeah. Once you sort of get away from, like, I mean, the video that Donkey just did about Overwatch is, like, there's a part where he's talking about how, like, multiplayer games just inevitably sort of, like, have a golden age where they're the most fun before, like, a meta crystallizes and then everybody starts sweating and it turns into dog shit.
Yeah.
And that happened very fast with those, like, first-person melee combat games.
It's really unfortunate, too, because in their golden age, when the weird, like, tech meta wasn't, like, widespread, they're just insanely fun to play.
Yeah.
They're incredibly fun to play.
And I don't think
Especially
there's
with
any
the boys.
way... Yeah, and I don't think there's any way that you can, like, realistically avoid those metas from, like, coming into play. Like, maybe there is.
I haven't thought hard enough about it. I'm sure if you gave me some time, I could, like, brainstorm
I mean,
some stuff.
most of it is based on the animations, like keeping the hitbox on the blade alive for like
Longer
too
than it
much of the
realistically
swing.
should be. Yeah. I
Um,
also think a big problem with those games is that this is gonna sound really weird, but I think a big problem with those games is that everyone has perfect balance.
what do you mean?
So a lot of when it comes to real life fencing, a really big part of it is footwork. And it's not just footwork in terms of outmaneuvering your opponents. It's also footwork in regards to making sure you don't trip over your own fucking face while you have a sword in your hand.
Yeah.
But in games like Mordhau, characters can move pretty quickly and can do some pretty acrobatic like jumps and like strafes
Yeah,
and
without
stuff.
it ever really needing to be something that you think about.
Yeah, like your bottom half of your body and your top half of your body are basically not interlinked, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it is weird that they have like a fucking dedicated jump button
Yeah.
in a
Like,
game like that. That is odd now that I think about it. That probably
Like-
would solve a lot of stuff.
part of what makes Mordhau, or not Mordhau, part of what makes Hellish Court so good is that
You guys ready for the best enemy in this game? The Dark
Or
Knuckle?
part of what makes Hellish Court so realistic is that your characters don't actually move very fast, except for in short bursts where you like dash. Otherwise, their footwork is pretty I don't want to say slow, but it's very deliberate, right? In a way that like Mordhau and Chivalry just don't do. So I think if Mordhau and Chivalry had you had to go back and forth between like a mobility mode where you could like run around but you can't really use your weapon, and then in like a fencing mode where you can use your weapon to its fullest extent but you're not nearly as mobile.
I'm
I think-
hoping that
I think that would fix a lot of the tech.
since Breath of the Wild 2 seems to be doing a little bit more of like a slightly, not like a fucking like grim dark theme, but like a little bit more of a darker theme, like sort of a like a Majora's Mask type situation is one of the vibes I got from the early trailer where they're in the dungeon. I'm hoping that means they bring back like Dark Knuckles and Pose and Dead Hands, like some of the creepier enemies.
That'd be cool. Or
Maybe
Beatles, as I've
maybe
seen-
some floor masters if they do them in a way that doesn't piss me off.
I've seen what it looks like when people get good at Kingdom Come. I'd like to see how you handle it, Tim. I mean, I'm willing to stream it at some point if people want me to. I'm willing to give it like an honest try. You know what I mean? Like if I'm willing to try it out, and if it turns out I just don't like it, then I'm gonna stop streaming it. But I'm definitely willing to give it a try.
What was through here?
I guarantee if I don't like it, it's gonna be because the survival mechanics annoy me.
Where did this... Do I have the map for this place, or do I only
'Cause
have... Okay, I
From
do.
what I've seen, the combat in that game looks very fun. I'm sure I would enjoy the combat very much. But the if I
right.
stop playing it, it'll be because I think the survival mechanics are stupid.
Well, that was a waste of a key. But that's fine.
One of those games that has a long power creep. It takes a while to actually get good. Well, I guess that'll lend itself to a longer Like a longer, Why is Inigo still there? What is wrong with you, buddy? Are you trapped?
What time is it right now?
It is 10:44.
Can we make it out of this playthrough tonight? I don't know. Probably not.
Oh, there you are, Inigo. Jesus Christ, buddy. You scared me for a second. I thought you bugged out. Maybe I should give Inigo Dawnbreaker.
That would be pretty funny.
I'm gonna do it.
Is there a door up here? Where's... Oh, that's another key door. Okay. Alright, I think we've got the adult part of the Spirit Temple managed.
You know the really funny part is he doesn't take off his ebony sword and use it. I just gave it to him, and he still has his ebony sword equipped. So
Oh, his AI doesn't, like, identify which weapon is better?
No, it does. But the it goes off raw numbers. The Dawnbreaker only has 29 damage.
Unless it's against undead.
Well, it burns for 10 points. It does burn damage for 10 points, which means it actually does 39 damage, but it doesn't, like... Inigo isn't reading it that way.
Yeah.
It only does its, like, fiery explosion thing when you kill an undead. But it burns anyone it hits for 10 points. So, together, that's 39 points worth of damage per hit. But...
Nice. Bottom of the well. About fucking time.
But it only lists the damage as 29, whereas his ebony sword does 32. So his AI is viewing the ebony sword as a strictly better weapon, when it's not really.
Yeah. So I think we can get the chests in Haunted Wasteland and also buy the item from the carpet merchant.
I don't think I have the heart to take his ebony sword away from him, though, because if you ask him about his past, the ebony sword is like a family heirloom that his adoptive assassin parents gave to him. Like, it's literally like his mom and dad's sword, so I don't have the heart to, like, take it away and make him use Dawnbreaker. So I'm gonna just leave it in his inventory until I upgrade my smithing enough that I can, when I upgrade my smithing enough that I can upgrade magical weapons, I'll upgrade Dawnbreaker and give it back to him, and then he can... Then he'll use it when the stats are better. Because I'm considerate.
Yeah, that's the carpet merchant right there. I think this asshole only sells you bomb chews. Oh, never mind. That was a box.
And I care about my buddy Inigo.
Wait, can I really not... Oh, no. Okay, we're good.
Because Inigo...
Can I just get memed?
...is one of my best friends.
Yeah, fine. Give me the fucking ghost.
Adoptive parents aren't real parents. Take the sword. No, they're real parents. Shut up.
Where... Oh, let me go this way.
Inigo's got adopted by a pair of fucking assassins who taught him their ways. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, this is a nightmare. I just quick traveled to a town, and as soon as I quick traveled there, my lycanthropy started to kick in. Because it's when I got there, it was nighttime.
Dude, unfortunate.
No, I gotta run away from the town.
Wait, how the fuck?
Inigo, buddy.
Can I not get through this backwards?
God damn it.
Is this only a one-way trip? I think this might be. Okay, well, let's get the fuck out of here then.
That's incredibly funny, though, dude.
I'm gonna have to, like, take a whole fucking day to get some of these VODs up on YouTube because they're, like, long, and that's gonna be a whole fucking process. And if I go to Pennsylvania without uploading the Ocarina of Time ones, they'll get dropped off of Twitch's VOD thing.
Ooh, yeah, definitely. This is not adoption pilled and someone else said adoption core. Guys, adopting is good.
Yeah, dude.
Next, if you ever later in life decide that you are thinking about having a kid, maybe consider adoption first and see how you feel about it.
Adoption core. What would that music sound like, do you think? I think the Achilles heel of this playthrough is going to be the fucking Triforce pieces. There's going to be like one Triforce piece in some asshole Skulltula somewhere. It's going to take me forever to get to. Alright, let's check these shops now that I have big boy rupees. Speaking of fucking things. Okay, I can buy one of those. We've got... Can I buy this? Yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna prioritize like keys and stuff before I start buying fucking the pieces. Oh god.
What is adoption? What does adoption core sound like? It's just the sound of children's laughter remixed into some chill music. That's pretty funny, actually.
I think this randomizer makes it so that you can warp from more locations, because I don't remember being able to warp. Oh wait, fuck, do I have a bug? No, I've got fire. I don't think I need any more blue fire. Let's get rid of this. I think this actually heals you if you dump it on the ground. No, maybe not. Can I get a bug? Because there's a bean hole here. One of these rocks has to be bug build.
I guess I was just hearing things. So you were hearing me murder your friend.
Come on. It must have been the wind. Oh, I'm so triggered right now. Let me tell you. Okay, I think I have a solution to this.
Lamp oil, rope bombs, you want it?
There
it's
we
yours,
go.
my friend, as long as you have enough rupees. Sorry, Link, I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little richer.
What is this? Is this a meme I'm unfamiliar with?
If it is, I'm unfamiliar with it as well. It is kind of funny, though.
I think there is a bug rock
Oh, sorry, Inigo.
right over here, if I believe. The shit really picks up once you get the teleport rock. Or teleport spells. I think this rock is a bug rock. Got him! Alright. Now there's a bean hole right over here somewhere. I do believe. Yeah. Yeah. Shit.
I like how Inigo completely understands that I'm a werewolf when I transform, and he doesn't like. He's not bothered by it at all. He just like follows me and helps me out.
Is this Pharaoh's Wind? Yeah, we need to make good use of that. I mean, we've gotten to the point in the playthrough where we might not need to. Because we've got several warp spells. Oh, the lady that threatens to jack me off isn't in here. That's no fun.
Just what now?
There's a fucking lady that's like Oh, if you crawl in there and get the gauntlets for me, little boy, I'll give you a special favor. And like the joke in the community is that she's like grooming you.
It's dark. It's funny though.
Is this a live one? Yeah. You can't fool me, Armos. The lamest version of the Armos in any of the Zelda games.
I don't think the game realizes that I'm a werewolf sometimes because this guy is like asking me to help him when I'm in
Okay,
like
we got
my
2
werewolf
ways?
mode.
3 ways we can go here.
Very strange.
Hmm.
But hey, if he wants to be friends.
Oh, I forgot about how much of a cock move this part is. They make you fight a fucking Stalfos as a child. Why do I still have this stick? What's going on? Is that some sort of weird bug? I've never seen that happen before.
Alright, I think I've killed enough people and fed on enough people to earn 2 werewolf perks. So I think now I'm gonna wait out the rest of the night and transform back.
This piece of shit's going on here. I think you need to like. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, now let's head back to Iverstead. Yeah, I like fast travel to Iverstead, but when I got to Iverstead, it was like really dark out, and I guess I like failed the percentage roll to keep myself from transforming.
Oh, this is the weird mummy thing that you have to like trick into killing itself.
And as soon as I like spawned in town, my screen started going red, and I started hearing my heartbeat, which means you're about to turn against your will. And I was like, oh no!
See ya!
I need to leave right now.
Am I even gonna be able to get over there fast enough to get all that big pile of rupees that thing just drops? No. Oh! Nope. The answer is no. 'Cause I fell off the edge. Like a fucking jabroni! Oh, I hate this room. This is one of those rooms where, like, I'll forget to, I'll forget to take off the Deku shield and then just lose it in this room. The classic gamer move. Guess I can't clip through that gate.
Any of you guys in chat actually watch Gopher's playthroughs, or was I literally just talking to a whole bunch of people about something none of you had any experience with?
There's at least one guy in there. It's so crazy, like, it's so fucking nuts how the internet just, like, can have micro celebrities that are, like, the biggest guy on Earth to, like, fucking 20,000 people. And then just, like, everybody else is totally unaware they even exist. It's so weird.
If you really like Bethesda games, then Gopher was, like, especially in, like, the 20-teens, like, especially the early 20-teens, Gopher was, like, the biggest name in, like, Skyrim and shit.
Ooh, there's the Megaton Hammer. Let's go.
He
It's
was
all
also
coming together,
really,
boys.
he was also really involved with the
Where did that fucking chest drop?
He was also really involved with the modding community, SKSE, which is a script extender, and it's arguably one of the most like important aspects of installing any mods.
Is Amanda asleep already? That can't be right. It's Texted her a minute ago. I shouldn't reply.
Probably. But like, he's like one of the most.
Oh, that loops. Okay, what's in here?
He was like really involved also with SKSE. Yeah, what do you mean you don't know who Grimbeard is? Exactly.
I mean, Grimbeard is a really small channel, though. Like, the only reason that so many people in my community know who he is because my community is, like, niche review freaks, of which there's not, like, a whole lot of creators that are doing the type of stuff that... It's like, what, you've got me, you've got Mandalore, you've got Seth Sneethatch, or whatever the fuck. You've got Grimbeard. A lot of people have kind of transitioned to a different type of thing than peer reviews. There's a lot of guys like Skill Up and that G-Man guy that do kind of like shorter, I guess like a little like snappier, more mainstream reviews.
I think the only guy who stayed like pure as far as like review stuff goes is it's just the man himself.
Matthew Matosis.
Why am I forgetting the name?
He's another guy.
The man himself. Words.
Yahtzee?
Words. No. Even Yahtzee's like written books and shit. Mandalore.
Yeah. Didn't I say him a minute ago?
Right, but... Oh, did you? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm almost positive. Almost positive. Okay, there's another door in here that I key.
When it comes to, like, talking about video game stuff, the only person I think who has the talent, the raw talent, and, like, their video quality to match, oh, God, what's his fucking name? The really hairy dude.
Jacob Geller?
Yeah, the only guy who has the ability to match Jacob Geller is Reykjavik.
I haven't watched enough Reykjavik videos to really know. Jacob Geller is on a completely different level, though.
Reykjavik is incredibly talented. I don't think he's as good as Jacob Geller, but he's fucking close. The only real difference as far as the quality goes is that Reykjavik sticks to video game stuff. He doesn't do that thing that Jacob Geller does, where Jacob uses a video game as an excuse to talk about some random shit.
Yeah, he'll like start and then go off and then go back in on like a different game, and you're like, what the like his fucking video essays have like breakneck pace. Is there another key up here? I know there's another like door that had a key. No, this goes back out.
I don't know who AVGN Snake in my yard.
Angry video game nerd.
Oh.
He's like the fucking original from the oddies, as they say.
Right. Carbon says Jacob Geller's fine. I think I've gotten sick of the video game analysis video essay micro genre. I think a lot of people have. I think it's kind of just
I
think it's overstayed its welcome a little bit. I say as I'm streaming with a guy who basically does that.
I mean, how long have I been fucking complaining about like the review culture and like the video essay brain rot though?
Yeah.
Like I'm well aware of the shenanigans and nonsense going on in the review community. Ooh, I can't use hookshot as a kid, can I? Wait, hang on. How the fuck do I get out of here? Oh, I can push that down. Wait, does that open this middle?
To a real life whatever again. Goodbye. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people do have that kind of reaction nowadays. I think it's just kind of overstaying its welcome a little bit. Yeah.
How many Fire Temple keys do I have? 1? I have the Megaton Hammer, though, which is big. I can go Megaton a lot of things right now. I wish I had the Bolero of Fire. That'd be nice. I think I need to come back here as an adult. I'm pretty sure I've cleared this as a kid. So, I've checked the shops in... Oh, the Zora shop has a Pona's song. That's a huge one. Let me grab a couple more rupees real quick. What's the best way to get there? Ooh, I can take a stop at the spider house here too.
Like that meme about every indie game being an allegory for abuse and anxiety.
Dude, don't even get me started on fucking like depression core processing trauma games.
I mean, I feel like you could just make I feel like you could just make a video about that.
Yeah.
Dude, Jacob, are you gonna do a video on Night in the Woods?
No, I'd rather die. I would rather die than even think about playing Night in the Woods. Like, I am no longer the target audience for Night in the Woods, and if you are the target audience for Night in the Woods, I don't want to make content for you. So you're out of luck, buddy. Ooh, wait, hang on, I almost forgot to go to the Skulltula house. The whole trauma meme is like, it's such just a writer's room 101. Like, how can you make this character interesting? What if they have trauma? Okay, good. What's like a character arc we could give them? What if that trauma is resolved? It's like, oh my god, you're a genius.
Have a nice night, Snake. Have a good Mother's Day.
Yes, good night, Snake. Oh my god, it was bomb shoes. Did he say, look at how normal everyone is? Oh no, everyone's back to normal.
Certified trauma moment. Trauma 40,000.
I can't remember. I think that guy is healed at 100 tokens, but I could be wrong. I think we've gotten all the Skulltulas we need. Now we need to start stressing out about the fucking Triforce pieces. How many do I have? Where's the screen? Come on. Oh, it's down at the bottom. God, I'm blind. 35 out of 50, so we need 15 more. I bet you we pick up the majority of those in the dungeons that we're in. I know that I need to buy a couple. Ooh, we can finally get the fucking horse with a Epona song. God, please, help me. Save me from this prison. Ooh, we can check up on the Frugs. How many songs do I have? Yeah, I might be able to get a Frug item.
You gotta think I just realized I really don't like about the Dawn Guard armor?
Yeah.
It's Pauldron Core. But it looks like it's trying not to be
Yeah.
Core.
It's like a massive theme and symbolism has collapsed into only caring about games that are fun and don't have us to wait, what?
The massive theme and symbol, like, oh, I think.
Oh, you mean saying people only want games that are fun and don't have a story? Like, people are tired of like.
I think that's what Carbon's getting at. Is people are getting tired of like depression core in games that are like that have like deep meaning.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why people always complain about like the Marvel movies like not being like interesting or having stakes, and like how everybody only wants to watch like shitty MCU style movies. And it's like, yeah, because people just don't have fun watching, like, depression core art house films. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, those movies aren't popular on average.
Well, and the thing is, you can do them and make them fun. That's the really weird part. And you can do trauma games and make them fun also.
Like, for example, Midnight Diner is a really good example of, like, a show that, like, has, like, really fucking rough moments, but it doesn't suck. It isn't just, like, depression porn the entire time.
Midnight Diner is unbelievably based and incredible. If you guys
Midnight
don't
Diner is
know,
so good.
If you guys have not yet watched Midnight Diner, you really need to.
Yeah. It's on Netflix.
Midnight
Very
Diner
good.
is incredible.
Why am I carrying
But,
the chicken? I just have, like, a bad habit of carrying the chicken everywhere, even though I don't need it.
But no, so like the thing about isn't Hyper Light Drifter basically a depression game, but it's actually that's exactly kind of what we're talking about. You can, or that's what I was getting ready to talk about, is that you can do those and still make them be fun. You can do a depression core game like Hyper Light Drifter, and just like if you make it at its core a good game and don't like shove the depression core in players' noses and let them figure it out for themselves.
Yeah, that's the thing that drives me nuts about it, is there's no subtlety anymore. It's like, everything has to be so fucking ham-fisted. It's like, nobody trusts the audience to just, like, be thinking and figure things out. Everybody's like, well, the people playing this are going to be, like, looking at their phone.
Well,
so
and
we
I
need
think
to
that's
develop it around that idea.
I think that's also why the FromSoft
God
games
damn
have
it,
such
that's
a
so funny.
hardcore like fan base and community.
Yeah.
Is because the FromSoft games can get pretty fucking depression core, but they trust you to be a goddamn adult and figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sad game doesn't mean bad game. Exactly, William Beetle. Sad game does not mean bad game. But you have to make a good game first and then add the sad parts.
The problem is just like the dearth of good writers. Because like if you're a hack writer, it's so fucking easy to just like write some fucking like Life is Strange garbage and be like, isn't this deep? It's like, no, it's not. It in fact is not deep. I hope this guy gives me like a 50 rupee reward and just loads me up after this.
Nice dive, Link. Very nice dive. It's easy to write shit. There's a reason fan fiction is so... Well, yeah, what is it?
Oh
What's that law, Sturgeon's law?
no. Like, that's like the literature 80-20 rule, right? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's like the internet version of the 80-20.
Yeah.
Except I think if you actually quote Sturgeon's law specifically, it's like 90% of...
Oh, God.
It's like 90...
It's the science
It's like-
fiction one. I know what you're talking about.
It's like 90-10.
Okay. I mean, I profited off that, so it was worth it, but I didn't achieve exactly what I wanted to. Let's try that again, because I would really rather just buy the 2 items that are in this shop and not have to ever come back to it again. And then fuck around.
I think Heart Machine is just very good at writing trauma games that are also very fun because
I mean, if you play, like...
Solar Ash is the same as Hyper Light Drifter, where it's a trauma game, but it's still really great.
And, like... I honestly think that Solar Ash... that having a full voiceover... Having a fully voiced cast in Solar Ash, I think hurt it more than it helped it. I think part of, like... the magic of Hyper Light Drifter was it was like, we're not even going to have, like, dialogue.
The written word.
Yeah. Like, you're gonna have to, like, really go deep if you want to try to figure this shit out.
The written word is for cowards.
The voice acting in Solar Ash, actually not bad, though.
Cool. I thought especially the
A lot of games fucking live and die by, like, really, really bad voice acting.
I thought the key or the God, what's her name? The goddess character was actually really well voiced, especially.
Oh, we saved it.
I don't remember her name.
Fuck. Yeah, I don't remember her name either.
It's the character you merge, like the one who's actually.
Yeah, it's fucking Christ.
But she was very well voice acted, especially.
Echo.
Echo.
Why does this guy give me the well? What is it? Give me this. Fish, asshole. Okay, how much is this one? Oh, fuck, we'll come back for it. Okay, so we've got... Now that we've got a Pona song, I think there's a couple things we can do. Okay, we can finally wake up that guy.
Celeste is kind of a depression game. I think it's fun enough to offset it. I haven't played Celeste, unfortunately. I will also argue that Fallen Order is another example of a trauma game that's actually enjoyable. Although it does have the same problem. that we were talking about, where it's not subtle even a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem, is that I just don't think... There's, like, some things I think should be written subtly, and some things I think... Like, okay, if you're trying to do, like... If you're trying to do a political message, I think it should be, like, they live tier over the top, not subtle. But if you're trying to deliver, like, an emotional message, it needs to be subtle. I think that's my dividing line. Is that, like, if you're making a political message, just go nuts. Like, go, like, just John Carpenter insane.
Subtlety is for cowards.
Yeah, but if you want to do, like, an emotional thing, like, Hyper Light Drifter, or, like, I guess Fallen Order, like, you want to make it a little more subtle. Because if you do, like, emotional beats not subtle, it just comes off as, like, weird, forced, like, soap opera bullshit. And that's not how real-life drama is, so it feels, like, stilted and fucked up. Like, real-life drama is kind of just, like, quiet and, like, shitty. Most of the time, like, explosive drama is very rare in the human experience.
I will admit some of the best if you're trying to tell a story, don't make a game. I actually disagree with that wholeheartedly. There are some stories that are best told through the video game medium.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, the best ones are games that are, like, games that do stuff that only a game can do. And there isn't very many of those.
Like, the classic example is Shadow of the Colossus. Like, I don't give a fuck what you have to say on that one, Carbon. Shadow of the Colossus is brilliant storytelling, but if you just wrote it down if you just wrote it down as a book or made a comic book out of it, it would not hit nearly the same.
Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus literally only works as a video game with the story that it's trying to tell.
John Wick is a video game trying to be a movie. I disagree with that. If you're the pathway you're trying to go down, Carbon, with John Wick especially, is a really bad argument, because at that point you could just argue that literally any action movie with good enough choreography is just trying to be a video game. And
also, insane that you would say that about John Wick.
Argument.
Insane that you would say that about John Wick when Hardcore Henry exists.
Yeah, Hardcore Henry is way more like, oh, this is a movie trying to be a video game.
I would say the two movies that are the most "this is a movie trying to be a video game" of all time are Hardcore Henry and Shoot 'Em Up. And Shoot 'Em Up is just supposed to be, oh, fuck off. I got the letter from Zelda. Get the fuck out of here, right, Impa. Don't let me down. Do not let me down.
I could very easily make that argument. No, you really could not. If by very easily you mean make it well, you couldn't make that argument well even a little bit.
Okay, well, we got a Triforce piece.
That is not there's no way to make that argument good, that, like, movies can't have good choreography, otherwise they're just movies trying to be video games. That is stupid.
I can't make any argument.
Any argument will get trolled. Well, I guess that's a very I was only pretending to be retarded level.
Debate me on Twitch.
I guess he beat me on that one. Yeah. That's misrepresenting my shitty argument.
All right,
well, then what is your okay, out of curiosity, then what is your shitty argument? Like, actually, like, type it out. Don't just try to be pithy and, like, I'm not trying to debate bro this, but at this point I don't like the fact that I misrepresented you. So let's, like, put it out there in the open then. Because now
this is the part where this guy tells you that he's gonna whore out his daughter to you as a bit.
Well, I've got to go have a good stream. Uh-huh. This is what I get for trying to have a conversation with someone from Taiwan.
I don't think he's from Taiwan.
I keep forgetting. It's from somewhere in that area, and at this point, I think
he's from the United States.
I know. He's in.
Ooh, we got lucky. Let's go.
He's in wherever. I'm from America. No, we know you're from America. That's why I feel comfortable making that joke. I know you're just living there.
Ooh, that's what we want to see. The big rupee. Always love the big rupees when we got the wallet.
I definitely feel like there's people. I definitely feel like someone saying "damn" and "yikes" is reacting as if I was actually intentionally being racist. I promise I'm not. I know that Carbon is from America and is just living overseas.
Have I ever told you guys my racial slur thought experiment?
That's why I'm making fun of Carbon as if they're from that country.
Here is my racial slur thought experiment. So, if let's say you have like a magic machine that is not it is not real. It is a product of witchcraft. You have a magic machine. This magic machine can objectively tell you whether or not somebody is racist. Like, and it's 100% accurate. If somebody is decided to be 100% not racist objectively by the magic racism detecting machine, is that person then allowed to use racial slurs? Because they're not racist, so like what are they doing with them? Like what's going on? Like, we know they're not objectively.
I would argue they're not objectively because they have not begun using slurs yet. But if they use that as an excuse to begin using slurs, then they do objectively become racist.
Okay, but this thought experiment assumes that they know ahead of time.
I argue that the action here...
Wait, hang on. This is now my like, I'm confusing myself with my own thought experiment. I feel like this is kind of dumb. Yeah, that's the whole point. The whole point of what I just said is that it's an intentionally insane thing to say.
Yeah, that other black sun is correct. They need to be tested again after using the slur. The fact that they're taking a racist action means that they're racist.
Yeah, so you're saying that, like, once they accept the loophole and just start doing it, then that, like, it switches?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. That's possible.
They become racist by accepting the loophole and using it to just say a slur.
I like how that thought experiment shook loose like 4 people that hadn't been chatting up until I said that. That is the very like several people are typing type of moment. It's so funny.
Isn't using a racial slur a magic incantation that turns anyone into a racist? You know, Carbon, you're phrasing that like a weirdo, but it's objectively correct. If you use a racial slur, you're racist. Congratulations.
I mean, we could get into the fucking context argument for 10,000 years, but it just isn't productive ever. Like,
yeah.
Have you ever in your life seen like an internet argument or like some sort of like moral argument where like the context debate started and it ended up being like fruitful for either party involved? Like, it's like, yes, context does matter, but the second you have to invoke it, you're just like in an unwinnable hell.
Yeah. So yeah, Hornbeetle, that's the answer to your question. If I use a slur in an academic setting as a part of describing the racism detector, would I be racist? Like,
see, this is why the thought experiment is funny.
If you're like typing out a slur in like an academic paper that says this slur was used in a racist way, like you're not being racist doing it, but like, what good is that context to you? You know, why would you ever need to bust out that context and go, I'm not being racist, it was for a paper.
Demonica, part of the thought experiment is that the machine is magic. I specified that very closely. That's part of that's the conceit that you have to give me in order for this to function.
Yeah, otherwise the entire thought experiment doesn't work. Eric is God. I mean, literally every human is racist. It's just a matter of degree. It's not very fun to point that out, but you are kind of correct.
Yeah, that is correct in like the academic anthropological term of the fact that humans are wired to like be inherently skeptical of people outside of their tribe. Therefore, the less like you somebody looks, the more inherently skeptical you are of them. That is true.
The reason I don't like that argument, Eric, is because I've seen that people make that argument to support them being racist. They're basically like, well, everyone's kind of racist, so I can be racist.
So I'm allowed.
So I'm allowed when it's like, no, the fact that everyone's kind of racist is true, but it's also bad.
They're trying to make like the everybody poops argument for racism.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, insane.
Everybody, it's like, it's
awesome.
just fucking insanity.
Yeah.
Like, just because everyone's a little racist doesn't mean it's a bad thing to be racist.
By the way, absurd that we still haven't found the
Or-
beans yet. I just want to point
Sorry,
that out.
doesn't mean it's a good thing that for you to be racist. You know what I mean? Like, it's still bad to be racist, even if everyone does it a little bit.
And then, like, people, like, so that's, like, one direction you can take it. And then the other obnoxious direction that you can take it is, like, the fucking, the white fragility corporate, like, freak consultant one, where it's, like, everybody's racist, so that means you should, like, constantly be living in fear of, like, you should be, like, self-flagellating yourself due to your original sin.
That's also, like, a really, really bad way of, like, taking it.
Do I have enough songs for this? Shit.
Finding the person that's truly not racist would be great. Seeing how long it takes until they become racist would be magical.
That's part of that's honestly that's part of the thought experiment that I had never considered, is that, like, can somebody, like, become racist later after, like,
After the machine
fact,
clears them.
Is it like
Yes.
a one-off?
No, I would argue that you absolutely can just become racist by, like,
Did these guys give you an item for every song, or is it just rupees? Hey, did I not get a fat frog from that one? Listen, you motherfuckers.
I would love to meet the kind of person who goes their entire life being cleared by that machine until they're like 75 or something.
This is
And then, like-
Scoville racism scale. Oh, fuck, that's funny.
It would be so funny to, like, find a guy who, like, becomes racist just, like, insanely late in life, and just ask him, like, man, what happened?
Yeah, what happened? What the fuck?
What the fuck was that? It's really, really not true. Humans are not programmed to be racist. Yeah, no, Iron Kids. Sorry, we weren't talking in, like, the real context.
That's
there.
That's
Everyone
the
in our
pitfall that
society-
we'll fall into.
Everyone in our society is a little racist. There's currently in this world no such thing as a purely not racist person, but it's not because humans are wired that way. It's because that's the world that we live in. You can, like, people are not born racist. It's society that makes them racist.
So,
Like,
I don't
society
think any of these
conditions
will
them to be
work.
that way. A blind and deaf person would
Yeah.
have the best chance.
So I gotta get Sun Song and Saria's song to finish the frog quest line.
So, Erica's God, a blind deaf person would have the best chance. All that reminds me of is the Chappelle Show skit.
Yeah, the Chappelle Show, black KKK guy.
Yeah, the
A
black
classic.
KKK racist who's, like, blind and doesn't know that he's black.
A classic character.
Imagine finding out you were directly responsible for making someone racist. God, that'd be funny. That'd be so funny, I'm not gonna lie. I would love to find out that I'm the reason that somebody hates, like, mixed Hawaiians. That'd be so funny.
Dude, that would be such a specific type of person to not like. It's like, I really hate the Hawaiian Portuguese. Like, what?
No, it's like, I really just hate mixed Hawaiians. They never shut the fuck up about it.
I mean,
Which,
there was a very brief discourse about that on Twitter the other day. That's about as close as we'll get.
Oh, fuck off. Was there really? I missed it.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, I thought it was funny that you missed it, because I was like, dude, this was your time to shine.
Oh, no. Dude, I don't even remember you and I having this conversation. What
Some
was-
girl made, like, a really obnoxious,
Oh, no, I know who
tweet
you're talking
that
about
everybody
now.
was mad
Yeah,
about.
yeah. No, I was there for that, actually.
Yeah.
No, I was there for that. Are you Hawaiian? Big Island? Yes, sir, Big Island. I have family in Kohala and Waikoloa.
Okay, let's clear out... Actually, before we clear out the market, because I know that one is just Triforce pieces, we'll do Mount Doom. Wait, I can get there really quickly from here, because I can go out this way. Or, I mean, Goron City, not Mount Doom. Fucking Christ.
Wait, are you saying we use the racism detector like cops use
Yeah.
speedometers?
Yeah, so you're usually doing all right, but my racism detector clocked you a little bit over the racism limit for this area, so gonna have to ticket you. It's like on a slide scale. It's on the Scoville racism scale that we were talking about. You're like, see, now we're getting somewhere, dude. Now we can do like psychopaths, but with racism.
Yeah, no, Iron Orchids. I usually like on my Twitter, I describe myself as Kanakamaoli Hapa Porigi, but like if I refer to myself as Kanakamaoli Hapa, no one knows what the fuck I'm talking about, so I just use the word like Hawaiian Hapa, or I just call myself Hapa. And like Small World, I was just in Waikoloa a few hours ago to pick up some takeout. Hey, Kona! Yeah, my whole family is like Kona side. I have like an auntie who lives Hilo side, but like otherwise my whole family's Kona side.
Wait, I haven't even opened this as a child yet. What the fuck?
What up, cousin, dude? I got a cousin in the chat, boys.
I can
So we're
open
gonna
this, but I don't think I can. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So we're gonna have to put you under arrest. This is the third racism ticket you've got in 3 days. God, that's funny.
Yeah, we're gonna have to send you to the mandatory re-education camp.
Yeah.
You
I
guys
don't actually
remember-
have any family who live in Kona proper, though. Kona's like big city as far as my family is concerned.
One of the funniest political video essays of all time, because of like how long it baits you, is the God, what the fuck is that guy's name? The non-compete video on what it would be like to live in anarchist society, where the whole time, like the video is very utopian, so it's like just sort of like, ah, yeah, sure, whatever. And the whole time you're like, yeah, all this stuff makes sense, but like this is of like a ridiculously sort of utopian message, but it's fine. But then you get 35 minutes in, and he just drops to re-education camps, and you're like, whoa, hold up.
Okay, a couple of things.
How'd we get here?
A couple of things.
Yeah.
Ezra Miller's been quite entertaining lately. Poor Hilo. Yeah, dude. Hilo is under siege. He broke into my cousin's landlord's friend's house.
Dude, we have a man.
What the fuck?
We have a man affected by the fucking Ezra Miller rampage in chat
Wait,
right
dude.
now.
Ezra Miller has put the Big Island under siege.
Dude,
it's
apparently.
incredible. It is fucking incredible. Also, the non-compete thing, I hate non-compete. He's such an idiot.
Yeah, non-compete is very dumb, but that video is very funny because like it's so like it's very pie in the sky and utopian, but it's like reasonable in the context of like, okay, what if we made this a long-term project? You're like, yeah, okay, society could be like this someday. But then he's like, okay, we do re-education camps. You're like, wait, you were so close. Like you fumbled the ball right at the end there.
I love the idea that no native Hawaiian has gone up to Ezra Miller and is like, dude, white people have given us a hard enough time already. Can you just like...
Dude, I'm telling you, the reason he hasn't gotten hit in the head with a baseball bat is because he's in like the rich white touristy areas.
I mean, he's in Hilo, so I mean, yeah, Hilo is kind of rich white touristy city. But Hilo, I think, is like the biggest, richest city on the Big Island. I think I can't remember if it's Hilo or Kona because I haven't spent a lot of time in Hilo, but it's definitely got that reputation, at least with my family.
All right, I'm letting you guys know right now. As soon as I get this next day cycle and buy out this market of whatever I can, I'm ending the stream. So get your goodbyes out of the way now.
He's drunk as fuck and just wandering around wherever. God, that's so funny.
I think that we should just let him wander the country, like drinking in bars in like state to state, so that we just have like a weird state lottery where like you might have to get in a fight with Ezra Miller, because like he's not big enough to actually hurt anybody, so it's just kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like we should just do like, oh fuck, I can't afford those. We should
Hilo
just
is
do
the
like
biggest,
a funny little prank where like you have a non-zero chance of getting in a fight with Ezra Miller if you're in a bar.
I love that if you're wandering around in Hawaii, you have a non-0% chance Ezra Miller will just aggro you. like a hollowed. Okay, so Hilo is the biggest.
He's a fucking hollow. Absolutely.
Hilo's the biggest, but Kona is more touristy. That is true, actually, now that you say it, because Kona aside is where the fucking airport is, so it makes sense.
All right, boys.
I just assumed that, like, the moment people landed in Kona, they'd be like, I don't like this lava desert and, like, farmland shit. I'm gonna go to the side that's all jungle. So I just assumed that people would go to Hilo more.
I am out of here, everybody. I will see you.
Waikoloa is pretty gentrified. That's true.
I will see you probably tomorrow night, if I had to guess, at some point. I don't know. Tomorrow night might get a little wacky. We'll see if I stream.
Yeah, I think we're recording another episode for a podcast.
Yeah, we should be doing a podcast tomorrow, so hopefully I should be able to get another podcast out before I do the week-long vacation. And I'm going to try to get all of the VODs from this series uploaded, too. So there should be some content while I'm gone. Anyway,
good night,
goodbye.
everyone. The half hour of talking about racism was fun.
Man, you can't say that very often. That's a rare chain of words.
It's so dude, that got out of hand. That didn't get out of hand, but that like ran the risk of getting out of hand. It was very funny.